walks through the cell. Remember that scene?
Are you referring to the Terminator, the metal guy?
No, the liquid metal guy, the other guy. Like he's chasing and hunting down Sarah Connor, and he goes to the hospital to find her, and then he's chasing her down, and he just walks through the metal, the cell or whatever you call it, the door, and everyone was like looking stunned.
Careful.
All right, you didn't watch it. All right,
there they go. The metal man. They're running in. Oh, they missed the. Whoa! Oh no! It's the worst imaginable ice shards. It still might not matter, to be honest. Fortune Soul is able to at least keep up. There's going to be the toss level. They throw in Ace. Ace, he might be in for a bit of trouble as well. So we get a full-on 5 versus 5. Neon down to 4. But counter initiation is strong. We're taking a flak cannon here from CJ to do even more damage as Kishka has no way out of this one. That's a flame guard with an ion shell on top. Talk about damage. 2 for 1.
Wait till the Ember gets a radiance on top of it. Yeah, talking about Gyro being the best hero to get kills before the game starts.
Oh, so carry Gyro as well. Even better. I'm not going to be wasting on move speed.
I feel like support Gyro probably uses it better than carry Gyro. Because you need the hit creeps right, with carry Gyro. You don't have Rocket Barrage, you have Flat Cannon. So the early boots kind of doesn't really help you.
3 runes for Neon here to start. Yeah, I would agree. But that's fine. I think early on you go for stats anyway. Just get a faster Falcon Blade for CJ
Blades
or whatever.
Attack. Yeah, and Flat Cannon, right click them down. I think we saw this lane yesterday, Disruptor Gyro. Pretty good lane. Bully people out. Thunderstrike gives vision. Flat Cannon hits you no matter what, no fogging. You were telling me how you were hiding behind the trees against Gyrocopter Flat Cannon.
No fogging. So you sound like a car salesman right now.
Haven't you heard? If you can sell, you can do anything in life.
Look, I mean, you're almost selling me on that one.
Yeah, learning to sell is an important skill in life. Sometimes you got to sell it to your wife that you're actually not out drinking with your friends, but you're out doing work. You know?
Oh no, honey, I wasn't out drinking. I was just playing Dota. All right, talk to me a little bit about this mid lane, though. You were talking about a hero that is going to, quote-unquote, beat the crap out of Ember Spirit. This is a 24 Slardar. Is that what he's, is that his purpose this game, basically? His sole purpose?
His first purpose is to remove the flame out of the Ember.
Extinguish the flame.
Yeah, Ember doesn't really like playing to Sala. I think the matchup still is the same.
Toss back. This is going to be a dead bomb. You have the looks of things. Fantastic body blocking, even with the electromagnetic pulse. He is just fine.
Yeah, I mean the toss with the slow and the Cinder Blue, just no way you run away.
Mid lane, by the way,
play from a distance.
Ken is kind of styling on Ikigai. I mean, he just got bashed now, but he's dodged 2 crushes so far with the Sleight of Fist, which is pretty impressive. Yeah,
I mean, the matchup is just going to get harder and harder. I don't think it's going to get easier for the Ember. He did a good job so far surviving. But eventually, the bash of the Deep and the Crush is just going to overpower him.
Yeah, looks that way. He's already used the Crush, so he's in no danger of dying here, but will be forced to use a lot of that bottle regeneration here already, as both mid laners did opt for a bottle early on. Is this really going to be a Deso game from Ken? I haven't really been seeing that Ember build too much. Is this new?
Wait,
I've seen...
Huh?
Okay, it wasn't. He was literally trolling me.
You
Neon,
kidding me?
He had it queued up, bro. Check the tape. I don't know what you want me to say. Down bottom.
I was going to say Deso Ember only in your games.
Castaway gets the surge. He's fine, but that leaves JG in a bit of a tricky situation now as they do continue to chase. But eventually we'll go back on over as Fortune Soul has bullied his way into making sure he gets this first Lotus. Up top lane, Bombi, he needs a Lotus right now, but I don't think he's going to get one. Slowed to a crawl by the Blood Grenade. Kishka, not enough spell cooldown though, or no spells available really is a better way to put that. He cannot pick up that kill there.
Yeah, just very, very tense side lanes, you know. Both lanes having a lot of kill potential. Top lane, Kishka, getting the Avalanche on.
Yep, have a toss now. The toss back.
Oh no,
had a big magic wand though. And
that guy has no boots.
No boots, doesn't matter. Doesn't need him with the afterburner. Bombi throwing the blood grenade here. Yeah, there's the flat cannon. No trees to hide behind this time. The Tiny's going to... No, the Tiny lived. I think 11 fed him a Lotus.
I would have just let the Tiny die and kept the Lotus for myself. Dude, now he can't play the lane properly because he's at half health. You know, imagine he had the Lotus for himself. Hey, the Tiny needed to go back to base anyway.
We should, you know, here's a new content piece that we need to start doing at tournaments. It's the Dota 2 trolley problem. You know about the trolley problem, Winter?
No, tell me more.
So the trolley problem. Hold on, CJ. Oh, actually, mid maybe? No, I think it's top or Kishka. He's committing. He didn't get the toss onto the hero that he needed. Unfortunately,
he needed to let the Tiny die.
Oh no, maybe he did. And now 11 homing missile catching up with him thanks to the glimpse.
See,
and
imagine
he is as
Richie,
good as dead.
Imagine he had the Lotus for himself. Tiny died, went back to base. He went to lane, full health, full mana. Don't you think they would have won that fight?
Perhaps.
What do you mean perhaps? Dude.
Here comes Kishka, ready for the toss, continuing the lockdown. They're going to have a bash again, and with the Crush of the Deep, they have the kill. That's that physical Slytherin Crush spell damage cutting straight through that Flame Guard. Holy moly.
The Ember is actually doing well in terms of CS though, even though he just died 29 to the 27. He's doing a good job keeping up, but now with the kill, so Starla's gonna start to get a level advantage once you have level 6 on Starla, then Ember can't really play the lane anymore. You have to just try to make rotations, get runes, jungle, dodge.
Yeah, it would be nice if he could get this level 6 online too.
We're hitting the point where the supports have to prioritize taking the runes. It's Ember and Slada, so you can't give either hero runes.
Right now, Bombi finds himself up top lane. They have an avalanche. They don't have enough mana for the toss, though. So Kishka might just be dead here? Okay, he's not dead, but does take a lot of damage for free. And that also leaves him without any really spells to try and contest the 6-minute runes, which are going to be spawning in shortly.
He has 3 sticks and a blood grenade.
Okay. He's got 4 sticks, actually. He's got 3 stick charges and 1 iron branch. Bombi. See his
nice
man
one,
here.
Richie.
Oh, but Kishka steals away the shield rune. Can't really kill him, honestly. He's a tanky lad.
Yeah, I mean,
Ken finally up to level 6.
He's a rock. Didn't we say this is the mountain? Tiny is a mountain. I guess that was for Tiny carry, not Tiny support. Tiny support's really fun now with the hero passive, with the crash landing. I think it's a very powerful one early, getting the slow off. It just changes how you play Tiny. Before it's always about like you're trying to get the Ava plus toss combo, right? You get more damage with the stun. But nowadays I think it's more about just trying to use the slow to allow your teammates to catch up. And top lane twin gate action. Ace is here with his drinking buddy. Oh no, here comes the Weaver.
There he goes. There's going to be the drinking buddy looking for that bonus damage. 4 heroes around CJ now. There's a TP coming. CJ already having used the wand charges, can't offer much. A lot of damage out from Ken though. Level 3 in the Sleight of Fist as he goes after Kishka now. Fortune Soul is still here. There's going to be that crash landing, pushing him further away, but they bring back Kishka using that glimpse. Another TP incoming here. So they have finally lost the first hero for IHC. Ken still looking for more as Fortune Soul. He's free to go through the twin gates. Castaway, will we consider chasing him down? For now, no, as in fact they turn back onto Bombi, who's ignited and killed by Ikigai, who just ran here. He still has a TP scroll. Snowball being channeled up.
Oh, here comes the split.
Ken here, as there's going to be the first split of the game. I think 11 just had now the experience gain required for it. Castaway then left behind. Oh, so much damage thanks to that amplified damage as well. Sorry, the corrosive haze. Ends up being a 3-for-1. Pretty good stuff out from IHC.
This fish is a scary one, you know, he's way scarier than the Ember Spirit. I mean, it wasn't really, I guess, ideal for him to only get a kill when the Ember TP. But now, runes. Kishka gonna snag the rune away from Ken. Nicely done.
Kishka so far grabbing both power runes this game. First one was that shield rune, so very strong rotations from IHC, able to keep the runes out of the hands at least of Ken. JG is farming decently well. Obviously, he's not in that last fight. He's a Darkseer, but he's doing okay.
He has the most CS, but he's not top level. I guess jungle keeps don't matter so much.
Now he's got level 3 Ion Shell, so I don't think it becomes too easy to... Well, I say that, but then, you know, Weaver is he's a hero.
Yep.
Not when I think you're going to kill
Definitely a
until you get more levels here. Even if you bring CJ, I think Fortune Soul, he just gets out of here. Ken almost dies mid. 3 heroes, probably 4 heroes showing bottom, so they're going to look to apply more pressure here as Ken is back in the fountain and regenning up. Ace, as well as Kishka, ready to make the play onto Ken. Full HP, 3 bottle sips, and an unknown amount of teleports make this a slightly risky jump in, but they're going to go for it now. As in they go. The snowball, they still have the toss. Can they kill him? Yes! The control is perfect. Very well played there by IHC.
That's a very, very huge kill for them. It's going to help the Slaughter get his dagger, which is going to be very, very crucial for them. Brewmaster is more of a greedy offlaner, so he doesn't want to move, so the Slaughter needs the dagger to get the 2 supports into the game. And they're going to get the tower, maybe? Nope. Bombi
Not
just
quite.
level 3 glimpse.
Uh-oh, that's trouble.
He's going to catch a
snowball?
fish.
No, not quite. Ikigai, he's going to be left behind, unfortunately, here. 5 heroes surrounding him, taking him down. And now, Neon, they might consider a tower siege themselves. They're bringing the Darkseer over with the mechanism. Doesn't have Wall of Replica, but I don't think it'll matter. I think this tower's gone. I don't see you fighting into this. Unless you maybe TP the Brewmaster, even still, I don't think you can fight this.
Glimpse.
Another glimpse, another kill here as Kishka gets off the avalanche. Not much of a chance to do anything else there, as he is going to lose out on his first rune of the game. It's a 10-minute rune, this one. Into the bottle for Ken here eventually. As I think they are going to try and defend here.
I mean, they need the brew split. They need the brew split. He's coming.
Here they go.
He's keeping in.
There's no Wall of Replica. We don't have a skill point for it. 11. He's going to go in now. Snowball onto 2. CJ does get this call down off. They are dying. The fish is dead. Ikigai, he's already down. The split's out, but they might be even to actually kill these Brewlings. 11, he's just got the Earth Panda left, I believe. It's killed off. That's 3 down just like that. Ken is going to be traded away as Fortune Soul and Kishka doing their best to claim whatever they can off of this lost fight. They'll get 2 cores. Ultimately, not the worst, I suppose. Tower defended, but I think they're set to lose Kishka here. Glimpse, yeah, that'll seal his fate. Try as he might there with the toss. Yeah.
That was insane how they were able to just kill the split right off the bat with the flat cannon.
Yeah, I mean, they have so much AoE physical, right? Flat cannon, sleight of fist, ion shell. They have a lot of AoE damage.
It's not over. Still going. Another glimpse.
Glimpse on back. Ace. He might have bit off more than he could shoot. Okay, so we can't get out of the kinetic fields. Now we have learned.
You lied. You lied.
I did lie. It's not anything new, though. Taking a look at net worth, though, all of a sudden, JG, who was worse off earlier, is now the richest hero in the game in terms of net worth. Down goes the tower. Won't change too much. Not too far behind, though, is 11. Who's managed to find the money for, at the very least, the Sacred Relic. I'm not sure how much better his fights end up looking with that, but I think...
well, it depends if Dux is going to rush a pipe after this, which is going to block your Radiance damage.
Yep, Greaves first, of course, but seems like that could be something here. Yeah, now I think we're just going to have to settle in for a net worth race. And what's funny enough, I think because of, basically because of the Slardar, everyone had to kind of rotate towards the mid lane, which means that our mid laners are actually trailing the pack of all the cores. Ikigai worse for wear here. His net worth is just over 5,200, and Ember is at 5,400 there now, you can see. Ember, though, he's getting some more assistance. Now he's gotten 2 runes straight, so things are trending positively for Neon. I'm just wondering how big of a difference this Radiance is going to make, because right now, with the strength of the Darkseer Winter, it feels like this is kind of Neon's ball game for a bit longer.
You can always make your own Radiance Brewmaster as well.
That's true, actually. If you can get him before he splits. You don't copy any of those Brewlings on the wall.
What if you could? Is that too much? More balancing ideas?
more illusions to block, I guess. I mean, they wouldn't be too useful, I reckon. It's not like you can use any of the abilities on them, right?
So right now, Gyro is clearing some stacks. He's about to finish his Aghanim. It's more of like a slow game for Neon. They're kind of more focused on the scaling part, where IHC, once you get the Radiance with the Slada, you kind of want to get something done with the Weaver as well. He's going Deso, so all the items coming online.
Are they happy to scale? Are you not afraid of this game? Weaver later, this Slardar later?
Nah, late game.
Okay.
I think late game, I feel like Ember Spirit, Darkseer plus Gyro, it's more stable, right? Like you think about how they're going to execute the team fight, the vacuum into Static Storm, the call down, sounds a lot more scarier. And Gyro doing damage from behind.
Smoke on smoke action. 11 gets off the ultimate with ease. He's got Radiance as well. That'll be burning down these heroes as they go in for a bit more. Kishka affected now by that Mage Slayer on the Ember Spirit is having a trying to rotate around this fight as Bombi trying to get out of this area here. They have a lift. They are still doing good damage onto these Bruins, honestly, but 11, he will survive throughout. They try and steal the split. Not happening this time as Ken running down this Tusk does take him down. Fortune Soul joining the fight, ends up getting both kills onto both supports, and now with Ken here, worse for wear, gets off a Remnant in the nick of time. He'll be okay. A pretty good fight there for IHC, especially if Ikigai jumps on in. They need a little bit more. Kishka, he knows he can't be far. He's got vision because of the toss, thanks to that corrosive haze, and they will end up winning big here. IHC picking up 3 heroes in the exchange for the Tusk. Okay.
Gyro just didn't show up, but he was...
Oh, he did not. He wants eggs.
Okay, so they fought without the Gyro. Whatever. So next fight, he is going to have to come help his team. I think you can only abandon your team one time. James?
11. And of course, no split for him as they have stolen his barrel. Look at it go. Roll out the barrel.
But do you steal the... Oh,
yeah, we've learned on Rubik that you steal anything. You steal the spell as it exists in the game. You don't steal the base spell. There it is, another barrel rolled out onto Ace. Snowball will delay his death slightly, but not by much. Maybe he can deny himself.
So you get
low chance.
You get to throw the barrel further than the Brewmaster.
That is true. I mean, don't you see this guy's arms, Rubik? Look at his arms, man. This guy's easily curling 50 kilograms. It's huge.
No, it's like skinny arms.
Yes, I know. That is the joke.
50 kilograms?
It's all about willpower.
That's like if you're curling me, 50 kilograms.
That'd be crazy with one arm.
You can, right? 50?
I can't curling 50 kilograms? I'm talking about a one-arm barbell curl. I didn't know way. Or dumbbell curl. I didn't know way. What do you think 11? I am? Made out of protein? 11. Uh-oh. I'm more looking like a Rubik IRL. Oh, it's a nice back wall. Pulls him back into this kinetic field, preventing 11 from getting off the ultimate. Ken now jumping around in this fight. Look at the... Oh, he doesn't have Chain Gang, but a Sleight of Fist doing tons of damage here as Ace able to at least assist in taking down Castaway. Only 2 cores surviving now. Well, for how much longer? Ikigai pulled back in by the glimpse. Neon Esports dominating. Look, I don't think IHC were ready to take a fight there.
Look what happens when the Gyro shows up. Well, I guess the Brewmaster got caught, didn't get the split off. They got the Storm on top of his head. So, difficult fight, for IHC. They're not ready to respond. They're just busy farming their BKBs. But the BKBs
take a look at that replay as well. What do you see here, Winter? What do you see?
I see a dead Brewmaster. And the fight is over. I mean, once your Brewmaster dies, you can't save him. That's it, That's your team fight.
Yeah, I mean, I guess with Deso at least, Fortune Soul's able to get something there, just killing off the Rubik, but ultimately is, as you say, not a good fight for them to have taken. JJ is not going for a Pipe of Insight, by the way. He is going for Ashivas as we see IHC start up those throws. This should be very fast. Swarm minus armor, Corrosive Haze, Deso.
Yeah, but they need to get something in return.
Shivas is nice. It's a good item for JG here. Amps the damage of basically the rest of your team as well, especially your supports, but I'm starting to become a little worried. Oh, Kishka gets immediately glimpsed back. I think he forgot there's a disruptor in the game.
Probably better that he Probably better than we don't
wait, hold
play
on.
this back.
11 from behind. They're going to be able to connect now here and cut off any kind of reinforcements as Bombi tries to set up the kinetic field static storm. It won't save him. JG, they're on him as well now. It's Ace trying to close the gap. He's so fast, though, this little pointy-headed armchair general. I think JG is too fast, honestly. He won't get out alive.
Yeah, no rush, you know. They're running into a Aegis with Weaver. I mean, Weaver with Aegis, so they have to just try to wait it out. Get more items on your gyro. I think BKB is going to be crucial for CJ to finish. Ideally before the next fight. It's going to take a while, but yeah, they have time.
They have time.
It's like a classic Darkseid thing, right? He's shuffling out all the waves, so it makes it really hard for you to attack into the enemy territory.
Oh, well, Ace is just going to walk right into enemy territory. They don't have a static storm. They still have a glimpse. Ace.
He's going to die.
Snowball. He's dead. I mean, Ace is just...
I mean, the thing with Darkseid is like he makes it hard for you to group up, to bring enough heroes to a location to take over, because your waves are always constantly pushed out. You need people to deal with the waves. That's why you have to be patient. You have to kind of just accept it that the waves are going to push out. You have to deal with it and then find the right time to move as a team.
I like this move by Neon. They tried for the kill onto the Weaver. They knew that he had already used time-lapse and it was on cooldown, but Neon got a little bit too distracted, killing the Tusk. So in a way, space created. Kishka, he could be next. He's caught now by the Syrian Chains. Nice combo, nice timing here by Ken as Kishka has stolen 2 of his power runes, and that is too many for Ken, as they will take him down easily. Tree grab stolen, not your favorite spell to steal on Rubik, honestly. In fact, maybe one of the worst spells in the game.
Are you going to make a joke about how he has skinny hands, so he shouldn't be able to hold that tree trunk?
No, dude, that tree trunk is basically what his arms look like under that robe. It must be. How else can he throw everything farther, you know? He's like the, I don't watch any anime, but I know there's the one anime where the guy wears the training weights all the time, and then when he finally takes them off, he's very strong. I know you don't watch anime either, so this is just purely a reference for hopefully the audience that gets it.
I watch Dragon Ball. What are you talking about?
That is actually an anime. That's a good point. Either way, Castaway, now he's got Shikuchi. He's much happier to have this one.
I mean, it's rich, you know. Is this a pos 5 Rubik? I guess the Disruptor is pos 5, not through Rubik.
True.
It's fun. I mean, I guess with how Disruptors are taking their skills, you don't max your Thunderstruck anymore, so you don't farm.
Yeah. Even with this useless facet, you don't farm very well.
Useless?
It's so bad, man.
It's better than the fence, you know? Come on, bro. How can this be worse than the fence? Okay,
Just doesn't feel like much of an upgrade, that's it.
Your
just
silence
salty.
is you just agreeing. Even you can't make an argument about the fence.
We're smoking. What are we smoking on? The BKB. It's about to be delivered for Ikigai. A little bit of patience here, boys. You need a little bit of patience. Don't make that jump in quite yet. Now you can make the jump with the BKB. Can you find the Ember? No, not quite. And 11, his smoke has broken. So they're going to go again into the triangle. Eager to make use of this Aegis BKB timing now, our IHC.
Gleipnir's online for Ken. He is strong, sir. Very tanky and has magic resist from Mage Slayer.
And pretty soon, I don't think Neon are going to be too scared to take a fight either. CJ is about to finish farming his BKB as well, but there's going to be the jump by Kishka. It's on the Castaway. Good timing now from Ikigai. Okay, the Castaway full healed there. Back wall now onto Ikigai. He might just have to BKB to run for his life, and even then, I don't think it's going to save him. He's taking tower shots, and he's taking sleight of fist. He is down.
Good
Snowball is going to be used to at least save 11, who did not pop the ultimate for this fight. And I don't think he wants to anymore with the way that they are dropping heroes one by one. Ken is about to collect his second now onto Ace as the next sleight of fist will do it. The Yule Scepter used. They catch 11 here a second time. Don't have any vision, though, for any follow-up. Gleipnir will find him. 11. Oh, no. Winter caught inside the kinetic field static storm. They finally encircled him as Neon. They realize that IHC are itching for a fight, and Neon managed to land a counter here. Very well done.
Yeah, very nicely done. Not running away from Rubik with Shukuchi with Disruptor Glimpse, you know. Once you mess up the initiation. The Rubik had I think he had a big Lotus and it was the Greaves Dragon scale on the Rubik, so he had a lot of tanky items with the fluffy hat. Not an easy target to go on.
No, not at all. And I
You see,
think
Richie, don't forget to pick up those Lotuses, you know, when you're passing by.
that's true. That is true.
They are tasty. Have you had Lotus soup?
Of course.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it. I like Lotus better in hot pot. It's got a nice crunch, you know.
That's a totally different thing. Come on.
I've also had Lotus roots in my mooncakes. That's pretty good too. I like the flavor.
That's also a totally different thing, but fine. You need to try the soup that's cooked for a day or cooked with the pressure cooker shortcut. Lotus
Now you've
root
got-
with peanuts and with some pop.
Sounds good. Sounds delicious. I think IHC they need to get some Lotuses, some fights going of their own. We've got another BKB this time on Fortune Soul as they're eager to try and find the jump.
Ikigai needs to find the disruptor.
Oh, that'd be such a nice play, but he's just going to be out of vision. This is a good angle to approach this fight from. There's smoke. He's about to break. They're walking past the lit watcher. Oh, no. Okay, they're going to reveal. They know what's coming now, and they're going to be able to properly position themselves. Or are they? Bombi? Be careful, Bombi. Do they see him? No, obviously they don't see him across the way.
They're going to see him now. They're going to see him now. Uh-oh. Glyph? Uh-oh. 11, you need to split soon. Uh-oh.
Trouble's coming his way. In goes Ken. No, split available for him. Bombi sets up the static storm. Ikigai, he's going to get sucked in as well. What was that? What was that, Ikigai? He went in and he decided to sympathetically crush and then realized he was dead as well. This Gyro, he melted them. He murdered them. Look how much damage he did. That's illegal, Gyro.
That's what we call a friend magnet, you know, always so drawn to saving your friend. And sometimes I tell my players, or I tell my teammates, if you want to do this all the time, please just play support. The worst thing to have as a save your friend syndrome is you're the core.
Yeah. Yeah, now instead of just one core deleted, it's two.
Alright, can they kill him? Do they have enough damage in the tank with the Weaver? Dragon skill? Uh-oh.
Nope. They couldn't even catch him. And instead, CJ is just going to get to work.
They got a tower, Richie, you know? We need to look at the positive.
That's true. They got a tower. They didn't lose the Weaver in that last fight, so his BKB is still at a good duration. Hasn't really found a lot of luck. I mean, he's got the right item, Specialist Array. He's got his...
Yeah, with the Shard.
Turning out for him. Shard's really amazing. I love Shard in games like these where you need to kind of draw out the game a bit more because it does allow you to nuke waves basically in one shot.
Ken is here again. Round 2. Okay, he's not here. I'm just kidding.
He's just too... He's too fast at clearing these waves. He's got this facet, right, which gives you another... it gives you another basically proc on Sleight of Fist, right? He's got Mage Slayer. He's got this full Gleipnir. I mean, he's just doing too much to waves.
Dragon skill. He has a lot of damage over time.
Yeah, yeah.
And now
he's got Cloak of Flames, even better.
Do you think that Ember should get more value out of Cloak of Flames? Like certain heroes should have special.
No, why are you trying to... Did you love the 1 week we had flame damage? You were just like, that was the best week of Dota I've ever had in my life. You remember that flame damage?
No, I remember Flamethrower.
I've had a I've had a piece of content cooking for a long time where I wanted to try and get pros to see if they can identify the fake patch note, because there are some patches in Dota where some experiments we've had that just they're so easily forgotten.
Yeah, imagine if you have Flame God, you're running in and Bat Rider napalms the enemy, so your Flame God does more damage.
That's literally how it worked. That's literally how it worked. You're describing the mechanic to a T.
That's logical. That spell should interact with each other.
Well, I think it's for the better. I think, I mean, who knows? Maybe that's 742 coming your way.
How about half, half damage? Your spells will...
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Denied. Motion denied. As Roshan, number 2.
Yeah.
Neon, unlikely to deny this guy.
Your Honor, how long can I submit a secondary motion? Appeal,
You can't. The people don't want to hear it. I just watched a legal drama yesterday, so I'm too legal pilled right now. God, it's just so annoying here. Look how long this route lasts. Fortune Soul doing his best to try and at least maybe force more heroes back, but he's just not a threat at all to Ken. So Neon, they will clear through Roche. They will take very little tier 3 tower damage as well.
Assault Curious down on Ken. Good luck killing him now. All the physical damage is gonna to be tickling. They have Solar Crest on Disruptor, Grease, Shiva, Assault Curious on Ember. It's actually very good.
He's so tanky. He's so tanky as well. Flame Guard active to give him that magic resist. He has Mage Slayer on top of Cloak of Flames for even more magic resist. He's got an AC, armor. Not to mention the Shivas on the team, Guardian Greaves.
They have every single aura item that gives you armor.
Doesn't Helm still give you armor, or am I crazy? Isn't that the only thing it gives now?
Helm?
Yeah.
Gives you what, AoE armor?
No, does it? I think it used to. Am I thinking of
You mean
Vlad's?
from the Vlad's? Yeah.
Yeah, Vlad's gives 2 armor.
Ring of Protection, 175 gold.
Yeah, gives you a ×4 though. That's not that. I guess 5 on yourself.
No. You're only allowed to calculate the added value.
Do you think they should introduce a mechanic or a hero that does not allow you to receive any auras? That would kind of be an interesting, like some sort of
modifier. Oh, I think there's one, right? It's Pango, is it? No. How does it work? Oh no, the Pango one's different. You proc less on bashes, right, or something.
You proc less on chances. I'm talking about like you apply something like a nullifier onto heroes, and they just can't receive auras. Like all their auras are cancelled. Not actives, not buffs, just auras.
We should get this. This should be a very toxic hero, right?
That'd be kind of cool. I don't know how good it'd be. We'll see now. IHC, they basically have one move to make. They're going to try and catch Ken yet again. They have vision on him. They just need to be able to close the gap. Ikigai kicking things off here. This could be just perfect. And he's not that tanky, apparently.
Yeah, for sure. When you have 4 heroes next to him.
11. He's running in completely by himself here, but he knows he's actually fairly strong with the BKB.
Yes, BKB.
You can always just pop that and make sure he gets off the Static Storm. They've at least found the Darkseer. Look how fast he goes down to Fortune Soul. As CJ now, he's going to be forced to try and man up and fight through this one. They're doing pretty well because of this Sentinel and Fortune Soul. He's going to have to use this time lapse early on. Rubik's still alive, but ticking down here to the damage from 11, who fails to get the kill because of the stolen snowball. Rubik outplayed him in the fight. He pulled in the entire team, though. I don't think he wanted to do that. He's going to gather them around. All of a sudden, CJ trying to TP away with the BKB. But the damage output, it's too high. Everyone is just about a lick away from death, but it's not going to matter. IHC, they play their cards perfectly. They get the full wipe.
Excellent execution there. Like Neon just kind of felt like they were still strong with the gyro. That's why they decided to sit around, Aegis, Cheese, and didn't feel like they needed the Ember, but oh boy, they were wrong. Gyro,
textbook shot calling there from IHC.
Yeah, they needed the AC aura from the Ember. They actually needed that.
Well, I'll tell you what they needed. They needed a 4 versus 5 fight, and that's what they got. Check out this replay. You can see how perfect the kill was. And then there's just the comms. They knew exactly what they were looking for. 11 knew what exactly he could do.
I guess they can't run,
the retreat.
Right? Yeah, there's a primal split, so you have to fight. I mean, unless the gyro's BKBs and TPs away.
Yeah, I guess that was the move to make here. In hindsight 2020, of course, as they say.
They must have felt they could have fought with the gyro, because gyro is pretty strong. I'm gonna
check out the snowball. The snowball steal was so good. I don't know if he really should have. I guess it was good that he.
They dodged the flat cannon. They dodged the flat cannon like 1 or 2 hits.
No, I'm talking about Rubik's snowball. He pulled in everyone except for CJ. I guess I don't know. That was a lost fight at that point. Honestly, literally ran yourself into the corner. I mean, excellent shot calling there from IHC. I can't compliment that enough. That's exactly what you need to be doing in situations like that. When the fight looks unwinnable, you take a dirty fight, right?
Neon, they need to try to persuade their opponents to play fair, 5v5, no 4v5s.
Wait, wait a second. You know what this reminds me of from Neon Esports?
Tell me more, my friend.
This reminds me of Game 1 versus Bleed, does it not?
Game 1.
All of us, you have Neon in a comfortable position. They go looking up high ground once. The enemies all of a sudden get an amazing hold, and then the mid laner starts coming online. Hello?
Yeah, there is a stat about a certain team that plays much better when they're out of their comfort zone when they're losing, and when they're winning, they play worse. Guess what that
What
team
stat is that? Enigma. Why are you laughing?
Damn, you're good.
Why are you laughing?
How do you know everything? Alright, smoke. Come on, bro, it's your turn.
Okay, but they've split targets. They split targets, and they've already lost CJ. They've lost CJ. Oh, they've blown him up. Where's your damage now? No cheese, no BKB, no satanic, no chance in this fight. IHC for the second fight in a row, looking to make it happen. The split comes off. Seems like IHC, they're only going to be able to find themselves the carry, but only the carry is like only getting $500 million, Winter. That feels pretty darn good for IHC right now. They are back in the driver's seat for this game.
They kind of forgot they're not playing Meepo, Divided, you don't stand. They need to stand together with the auras. The Gyro needs the AC aura, he needs the Solar Crest, he needs the Garden Grease, he needs all the help he can get to stay alive.
What in the world was this Fortune Soul damage? My man did 3,500 damage
on
in
what?
2 seconds.
Right click, right? Just the Shukuchi with the shard?
Just Sukuchi with Bash of the... Sorry, with... I guess he must have been Corrosive Haze. I'm looking at the Dota Plus Death summary here. And
shard, yes, he has a shard. Oh, here we go. Just fighting without Gyro. Gyro's useless. We don't need him.
Bold move. Gyro back in 10 seconds. We don't need our carry anyway. Static Storm's going to be placed down, but you have BKBs to force out Ikigai. He doesn't have his BKB, though. He's going to die the Static Storm 11. He doesn't have his ultimate, but he's just beating the crap out of JG. Quickly realizes he actually doesn't have enough damage, so instead they turn and they blow up Ken again. Oh my
Gyro's
goodness.
Gyro's like sitting in Fountain telling his team, now you guys know you need me.
I mean, that has to be toxic comms, though. There's no way you can communicate like that in the middle of your game. Come on.
Why not? It's like
what do you mean,
giving your teammates a gentle reminder. Guys, you guys need me. It's clearly obvious that you need me, so just please wait for me. What's wrong?
Oh, I mean, look, I think you're... I think you're barking up the right tree, but I just think the team doesn't want to hear any barking. At this stage, this game has just, think about it this way, Winter. The game has just spiraled out of control from you. 8 minutes ago.
Yeah, but you're trying to steer the ship back into the right direction by telling your teammates they need you.
Look, I agree, but yeah, I think there's a certain way of communicating that. I mean, again, think about the mental state they're in.
Tell me how.
Guys,
if you wait for me, I'll buy you lunch, okay? Just wait for me, fight with me, I'll buy you each a steak today. How's that?
There you go. That goes much better. Because think, again, Winter, you have to think about it from their perspective. 10 minutes ago, they were up 10k net worth. They had Aegis. IHC were nowhere near them, pushing up their high ground.
Yeah,
Ken
shit,
was 1v3.
Shit matters, blame Ken. He was looking for his Barbie, so blame it on him. He was away
alone. Saying, man, I'm not saying you blame. I'm saying
so you're saying you don't blame and you can't tell your teammates what to do. So what can you do now? All right, Disruptor dead. Can't do anything. Does he have buyback? No.
That's tough.
Are they gonna fight? Is CJ gonna say, I don't need Disruptor, let's go anyway?
No Roche for another minute, but of course we are in the Roche window already. JG gets off his Ghost Scepter, allows him to not get one shot here by the Weaver. He's up to level 25.
Hexed.
Oh, the Scythe. Ken, he gets caught. Kishka, he lands his
dead.
bed, and look at the damage. Fortune Soul just about two-shot him. CJ, he needs to try and fight with the Satanic Lifesteal. He didn't even get the cheese off. He died so fast. The buyback from Ken, I don't think it's gonna matter. I think this game's over.
It's Jova.
What?
Oh no.
Where did this Weaver damage come from?
Starter
moly.
came from the fish.
Yeah, honestly, I guess he must have all the minus armor that they have here, right?
Gyro just needed. Doesn't feel like Satanic helped him. He needed Butterfly or some other armor item.
physical damage is overwhelming. I mean, Drinking Buddies, 120 bonus damage gets applied to every Sakuchi attack, which is 3 now, by the way, all of which can proc Daedalus. Not to mention, life steals off all of them if he does any damage. 22 charges on this Desolator as IHC now. 10 minutes ago, they were the ones down 10k. That makes this a 21k net worth swing as they are going to be the first ones to get through the barracks. They'll go back and take the bounty of Roche and Winter at this rate. Game 1? Do we dare say it?
Do you dare say it?
I dare to say it because that means you'd be wrong about your prediction.
Well,
I like the way that that's going.
It's going to go game 3. I could still be right if they won, if they're going to win the second game.
I suppose. You are correct in the most technically correct way, which is the best kind of correct, isn't it? Ace now has Walrus Kick Cheese online for the Slardar. And of course, Aegis for Fortune Soul, who is having a flawless game right now. Winter 9-0 and 11. Really, we should bring up how well this Weaver has been playing this game.
0 deaths on Weaver against Disruptor.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is the Weaver that Manta were kind of looking to play in their last game, but Fortune Soul putting on a bit of a showcase now.
Here we go. Disruptor, IDC. We lost too many fights. They're coming. They're on the high
IDC,
ground.
we don't need our Aura Carrier boy, our pointy-headed man. They see him. They see him on the ward. Will they see the rest of the team? They'll see that courier coming back. It gives them more intel.
Right,
kind of the general direction in which heroes are sitting.
There's the last fight, Richie. The final fight.
The LA. But unbeknownst to Neon, they're taking maybe not the best one.
All right, they're retreating. They're going back into Helm's Deep, figuring that it's better to hide behind their walls.
Yeah, I think they have to. Unfortunately for them, it's not so much Helm's Deep as it is the battle of the 2 towers right now, because that's all they have left. They had 2 tier 3s.
So they need a 5-man vacuum into a 5-man call down. Disruptor doesn't have Axe, so that doesn't really help.
Yeah, and they don't have a horse rider either, so you can't do the last ride of the Rohirrim either. I mean, it's not looking good here. What do you do?
You hope for your enemies to
tier
make a mistake,
4s?
to fall.
Tier 4s might save them a little bit.
You have extra armor in your base, you know.
That's true. I think they also really want the extra armor on their tier 4s, honestly.
No, they need the extra armor on the gyro. At this rate, he feels like paper.
Honestly, yeah. What do they have? I mean, yeah. Oh, there they go. They've lifted the gyro. That might already put him out of position, but there's at least the Solar Crest. Fortune Soul, he's focusing onto the buildings, though. Quickly turns back now onto CJ, who didn't even have Corrosive Haze on him there. Pops the Satanic already on cooldown for 25 seconds, and there's your barracks already gone. The Walrus Kick. Oh, CJ. Oh, out of position, out of life, and killed immediately. He's got buyback. He didn't use BKB on that life. As the Static Storm does connect onto 3. They're beaten into 11 now as there's going to be the buyback from CJ. TP's in a very precarious position as Kishka gets the toss back onto 11, saving his mate. Kishka may have just sacrificed himself for the greater good potentially here as Fortune Soul letting loose onto JG. He's preventing the use of that E-Blade thanks to at least the Nullifier, but now in a 1 versus Gyrocopter in a 1 versus 4 all of a sudden. His team ran out of the fight as they were too focused on killing Castaway. Fortune Soul back on his second life now, has BKB to play with. He gets off of the high ground. That's a buyback again, the second of this fight for Neon Esports as they get the glimpse. They get the glimpse, and Fortune Soul, he's died. They finally killed that damn Antweet. Weaver is down for the count. Ken gets stunned up once. Didn't have Syrian Chains there on that Sleight of Fist. Has it now. Reaching with the Gleipnir. Catching Ikigai, but he's into the river. Can he escape here? Looks unlikely. Castaway jumps on in with the Stolen Slytherin Crush. Finds his man there. And 2 dead for IHC Esports. It cost them quite a bit. A bottom lane of barracks and 2 buybacks. But Neon Esports, they hold.
They hold. They live to fight another day. 1 more lane of racks. Time for CJ to just buy every single, use all the go, buy everything he can buy, and just go to the fight. He still has his cheese. This cheese is like the second Roche. It's like so.
Yeah, he's letting it ferment.
And it's gonna become what?
Blue.
You know how things just get more valuable the more disgusting it tastes.
Yeah, it's an appreciating asset.
Like
He's
still milk becomes yogurt and it's more valuable.
What do you do here, Winter, if you're this gyro? Do you consider just more damage? Do you want to go for an armor item? Do you go for physical evasion?
Butterfly,
like this
he needs to
butterfly?
survive. Like he's dying too quickly in a fight.
Okay.
Just don't like the. I don't like that he actually got satanic over butterfly in this game.
Yeah, doesn't feel like he's been able to outtrade any of his enemies for a long
someone
time
needs
now.
to
But
get a lotus also. Like, they need so many things now.
yeah, go get that DD rune here. Sorry, amplify damage rune now for CJ online. We're about to hit 25, by the way, for both CJ as well as Ken. I don't think anyone else is too close. Actually, 11 is really close. Pardon me. So I'll level away as well here. Kishka also has toss requires no target, which does allow him to save his mates. That's pretty decent. I think that's kind of... I mean, the Bruling's health is pretty nice at 20. We'll see what happens at 25.
We have butterfly, Yuchi.
Okay, but no buyback, of course, because it's on cooldown thanks to the death earlier. Kishka finds his man, and they jump him immediately with the nullifier. No chance that he lives there. Do you dare take this fight now? Do you have a choice? Pompey sure doesn't. They hurl a boulder at him. They take him down. They kill him. Ken, it seems like he's going to... No, Ken is caught, actually. Can he escape the Scythe of Voice now from Kishka? They have a lot of control. They still have an avalanche as well to boot as Ken. He might just be able to get off a remnant, but Kishka's waiting for him there on the other side. He doesn't dare jump on over. He's going to be kicked over to the mid-wave. Ken, he's going to consume the cheese now. The fondue active allows him at least another round in this fight as finally he makes the jump over, but the Void Remnant pushing him back. BKB active. They know he doesn't have buyback. He's using everything on this life, but Ken, okay, yeah, at least fights through one. But now that Ikigai's finally on top of him, he doesn't last another second. That's a dieback for him. And IHC, blood in the water. They'll buy back on the Tusk. They're looking to try and close out this game.
Yeah, this is... It looks like the end, you know, for Neon. They're going to have to pull out some miracle base defense with the gyro alone. Without his auras.
Well, 17 seconds until you've at least got the Dark Seer. These illusions are going to hurt, that's for sure. And it's time to see what kind of a difference this butterfly can really make. For CJ, it's going to have to make...
He just got buyback.
Oh, yeah. That's not buyback. I'll scare him away. No Aegis here. And only a couple buybacks now remain for Neon. Kind of feels bad there for IHC, actually. A kill onto the Tusk is going to be a dieback without a buyback for some time. Kishka also bought back in that last very long high ground siege.
But you're trading a support buyback for a core buyback. I think that's okay.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, 25 talent, 2 Sleight of Fist charges, ready to go now for Ken. After that last kill, there's a split. They're just going to go for it. I think they're just going to try and Earth Bruling the buildings to death, really. CJ, he doesn't get spooked into popping his BKB quad yet, but they need to take down this Earth Panda, and they have. It was actually pretty easy.
Yeah. Butterfly. Yeah. Damage, attack speed, evasion. No,
it looks like
it is
using
Rapier territory.
Not for a while. Well, he's farm it up, and I don't think Neon's going to be able to get onto the map for farming time too soon.
Well, they have to be careful about the toss, but I think the Rubik just needs to react, you know. He needs to be ready with the lift, you know, once the Tiny brings in on the... Because they're going to try to reposition the gyro with the Tiny or the Tusk.
You can Yules the Tiny, Yules the Tusk or something. That's true. Yeah. Neither of these heroes with BKBs. Actually, that's a lie. Kishka has a BKB. 9-second duration as well. Okay, so it's just got to be a save then from the Rubik. Keep alive CJ at all costs. But I think it's still winnable for them as long as they can all fight together.
Here we go.
Not like this. He's immediately kicked out. He got back. Okay.
He's alive.
Oh my god, he got the satanic, but it doesn't matter. There's just no support for that. Everyone BKB'd and turned and burned. He's dead. JG, he's going to get the telekinesis up to the high ground, but he's going to die just as quickly as Fortune Soul chasing them back into the base. Ken doing what he can, as JG does have buyback, but they're still without their carry. There's going to be another toss back in. Ikigai, is he going to be able to live? Castaway with quite the steal there, and now the vacuum onto 2, but JG, what can you do, man, without the wall? There's no wall in this fight. They take down Ikigai. That's certainly something. Ken trying to do as much damage as he can now. You have to be careful because of Fortune Soul. This guy focusing on the buildings. That is the Megas. IHC, will they choose to back? Will they apply pressure now? Trying to end this game. Ikigai, he's applying pressure. He's bought back. There's the Scythe now onto JG. As Fortune Soul, he's going to get Scythed up as well. He doesn't have Aegis, mind you, but he does have a time lapse, so he'll get back safe. safely and continue destroying these buildings. Still a minute and 10 seconds left, Winter. 4 versus 3. Crucially, no gyrocopter in this fight as Fortune Soul beats down your buildings. This game, Winter, it looks like it's all over. Neon Esports, they'll have to give it one last desperate effort here, but the throne crumbling around them as they do catch Fortune Soul now inside the kinetic field, inside the wall of replica. Scythe of Vice doing what they can. They've actually got the kill, but he buys back instantly. TP into the outpost. It'll be a little bit of time. JG, he's not going to make it back into the base. That's a dieback now for him as Kishka, he's also going to go down to Ken. Ken trying to make a miracle happen here as 11. He might just go down as well. He can't get this kill onto Bombi, but Ken's already died now, Windsor, and surely this is it. And it is. Fortune Soul returns to the fold, and that is going to be IHC closing out game 1 over Neon Esports.
What a game, what a turnaround. You know, Neon be a lot more stable in the game. You have vacuum into the splitter, vacuum into the brambles or whatever, the spirit spells. I think overall, it feels like they have a lot more options, whereas IHC, if they don't do well in the early game, their 3 cores are a lot more greedy, you know, Gyro, Enigma, Storm. So if your early game doesn't go well, everybody needs to farm. There might not be enough on the map for you to farm.
Yep. Yeah, that might be problematic.
Cloudwork, Monkey King, you know, their supports, not the most common ones.
No, but I do think that they play well together with any lane that gets a decent start. You know, they give good vision for a storm.
Yes.
But yeah, if the storm lane falls apart, then I agree. You have concerns. Oh my goodness. Look at this innate, this simian stride. He is just, he's flying around the trees, isn't he?
Yeah, it's very good for support. Monkey King. Can't wait for Boboka to play it.
Me too. There they go. Bombi. He's going to get initiated on. They catch him with the Primal Spring, but there's just not really enough there. No heroes nearby. It should be runes for 2 apiece. CJ will eventually collect his rune down bottom. Mid lane, Storm versus Lesh lane, huh?
Lesh favorite, I guess. If I remember correctly, but I'm always wrong about my mid matchups. A Storm doesn't need to go near the creeps to use his Remnant anymore, so you don't get into a position where the Lesh can stun and catch you.
Yeah, that's what I'm considering here as well, right? With the static slide Remnant.
Static slide. So they are actually swapping positions for this draft, yeah? Castaway is playing on the off lane, and Bombi is on the safe lane. Interesting maneuver, you know? Back against the wall and they decide, alright, this is the time to switch roles.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Your spirit into Clockwork's kind of interesting too. I wouldn't have expected that to be the lane of choice, really.
I mean, they want Earth Spirit with the Darks here. I would think that that's the main reason.
Yeah, I guess so, right? I mean, who knows, right? At level 3, this lane could kind of get out of control, I reckon. And the Earth Spirit's pretty good at securing a little bit more CS. As Castaways gets 2 of them there. Oh, JG, this is not where he gets bonked around in cog jail a little bit. How much courier shenanigans do you think Kishka will get up to in this kind of a game?
I don't know. I think a lot of the Monkey Kings I've seen recently that play support, they actually stay in the lane and play the lane.
Hold on, JG. He got hit by 2 cogs there at least. Puts him completely out of position now. This poor level 1 Dark here eats the homing missile. Another pair of set of cogs, sorry, are going to be used to get him. And that's first blood for this carry Gyro. Tough lane.
Yeah, tough lane indeed. I think they actually needed to pull the second wave, you know. I don't feel like they should just be playing the lane heads up, straight up like this, you know, with the kick to secure range creep.
Kishka, yeah, easily has that kill onto CJ, and now even 11. Is he going to die to the Shadow Realm? Not quite. The stick charges, as paltry as they are, enough to get him out of harm's way, and now Bombi realizing he may have overcommitted.
Can't run away from the Idolants.
Seriously. Kishka's not going to dive, but...
This is bad news.
Seriously difficult situation for him to be in this early. As they pull back 11, who probably got up a little bit too excited here. Yeah, that he did. CJ coming back with Reality Rift Chaos Bolt easily gets the kill there. And now Bombi, now you are allowed to die.
I mean, the Chaos Knight has 4 last hits? Am I seeing this correctly?
Yeah.
3 minutes?
He's
4
not
last
doing
hits?
too hot. JG up until 20 seconds ago also had 2 last hits. So both offlaners, well, both side lanes are going very well for IHC.
Holy, this is not looking good for game 3. Okay, so it's my job. It's my job to find a ray of sunshine, right, from this sticky situation.
No. It's okay. It's okay. I can find the ray of sunshine. Although people think you are the negative one, so I don't know. Maybe we should keep it that way. Who knows?
I'm already pre-assigned a role.
People like to hear you.
I'm pre-assigned a role. I'm the negative. We're like the yin and yang.
Nancy.
You balance me out.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. And then just like when I play support lifestealer, you know, there's a part of me that's infested inside of you, that positivity that wants you to be positive. A Castaway, he's got a rolling boulder and 11 wand charges. Yeah, he's okay. JG actually using the vacuum level 1, but the cog is repositioning Fortune Soul, forcing Castaway to miss that rolling boulder. I don't know if he did that on purpose or if he was just trying to catch the Earth Spirit with him, but either way, it was
it worked out.
It ended up being kind of the perfect play.
Yep. All that matters is the result, you know. How you do it does not matter. I mean, our Storm is also... I guess this is the only lane that's going well for Neon. I mean, which I kind of expect, you know. The Lash is going to do good against Storm. So a lot of the...
Yeah, that's true.
The team's momentum is going to be riding on this Disco Pony, you know. They have to ride this Disco Pony. Follow him into battle.
Ahead.
Yeah, follow him into battle and keep him alive.
He's going to be getting tracked, though, by this Monkey King especially. I don't know. Yeah, the monkey's going to go on the safari for the Disco Pony. If you kind of see where I'm going. I just don't know how Ken rotates around successfully in a map like this. I guess he's got good... Like, the Earth Spirit's great to play with him at the very least.
This Monkey King is just going to be very annoying with how he can jump so quickly around the map.
Yep. CJ. Yeah, there they go. They're going to make the jump onto him. Oh, but he didn't have mana to Primal Spring, so he just jumped down from the tree. I don't know if that would have made the difference. But, yeah, I was expecting him to spring there. How much damage is it? 220? Maybe. Either way, I think they're happy to keep him very low on HP, making sure that 11 can continue to extend his lead. 35 CS. He's the leader now, and 10 denies. Oh, but Ken, yeah, that's going to be the effect of the mid lane. Monkey rotating faster than you would otherwise have thought with that Jingu. That Simeon stride, which I'm pretty sure is an upgrade from Donkey Kong 64.
Donkey Kong 64,
game,
what?
Which I've never beaten still, because you have to beat... Oh, hold on. Ikagi, he dies in the mid lane. That's JG who gets the kill, and that's because Castaway rolled onto him with a level 2 Ion Shell for it. All right, that kind of helps JG's lane a bit. Small gold injection as they will catch Kishka now. Trapped inside of the breast. CJ beating into him, a short little stun duration. Oh, and the disarm from the creep even helping out there. That should allow Kishka to get out of harm's way here as Castaway rolling in after him is not going to have the range he needs.
Yep, 7 minutes soon for the Wisdom Runes. Gonna have to try to... I guess Ace might be thinking about snatching opponent's Wisdom Rune here. He's gonna be walking over, call one of the better heroes to do it.
I reckon he'll beat him here. JG, he's actually farming level 4 with level 2 Ion Shell. Doesn't have too much to his name here, and I think he's going to be pretty disappointed that he's going to be late for this Wisdom Rune. Ace, I don't think you stop him here. Level 1 vacuum's all you got. Yeah, and he's gotten 2 cog pushbacks there. Kill me if you must. I've already won. In fact, I'm the same level as you, Ace is saying. How did this end up happening? Castaway's up to level 5. Isn't he the support? JG with the kill there. Go to the Ancients at the very least.
Yeah, how does he have more levels, you know? Because he's been...
Well, because he killed, what did he? He killed the...
Darkseer has 2
the
kills.
Gyro, remember?
Darkseer has 2 kills.
Yeah, but Gyro, so Darkseer got to kill mid, but the XP was solo for the Earth Spirit because it was just an Ion Shell that got the kill. And then, oh, that wasn't even a black hole. What?
And CK is just not having a very good game, you know? Like, he's just struggling, you know, from the lane. He's behind, he's not that strong.
Yes, tower's down even well before 8 minutes. I mean, holy moly. He's got this Vlad's as well, which is going to really increase the damage output of these Eidolons. This is a tough start. IHC, I mean, they've got 2 heroes already above 4,000 net worth. 11's thinking about rotating mid. And with Black Hole, I mean, what does Ken do here?
He needs backup. He's going to need a lot of backup.
Yeah, well, he's got the heroes now to give him some support as they see 11 farming. They're going to try and take him down. Nice stun control and lockdown here continuing as the Storm committing on a big old jump into the Wukong set. It's only a support Wukong, but it's still pretty darn good this early on. It gets the kill onto Ken. I think Ace sniped it. I think he hit him with a damn power cog.
There's more, you know. They got the Dark Wheeler as well. Yeah, I mean, didn't expect the Wukong's command from a support Monkey King to actually do a lot there. How much damage did he do? He did 1,400 damage.
1,400. He did the most.
Holy.
Just behind the Storm, who does die for his initiation. I think he was hoping that a Black Hole would kind of end up covering him, but a one fight's a one fight, isn't it? It is 2 cores for their trouble, though, so Neon do get something out of that.
And right
But
now,
CJ's not involved, and the Lush dies, so...
Yeah, I mean, CJ doesn't want to be involved. He needs, you know, what do you say? He needs some alone time. He needs that.
Yeah, he's reading his self-help books and trying to start a routine.
Start a
He needs
routine,
to-
like going from
Yeah,
camp to
you know,
camp to
it's-
camp.
Yeah, exactly. He needs to get into his patterns. It's the only way back into this one. He's going to be on the grind for a while. It's going to be up to this JG, this Lush, and this support duo, which I do like in this kind of a position. They're supports that bring a lot of damage, a bit of repositioning on the Earth Spirit. You know, it's something that could very well work for them here. It's better than, you know, playing from behind with like a Nyx or something like that, you know, where the hero just feels useless. Hold on here. Ace is just going to walk in and say, hello, howdy, how's it going? He walks into a Bramble. Is that going to make much of a difference? It might. Oh, but Ikaki gets this away in time as instead it is Kishka left behind to die. Neon, they bring reinforcements, especially with that mech heal courtesy of JG, and they do manage to let Ken survive. Back to full HP. They might even think about pushing here. In fact, they're going to go on in. Castaway. Nice folder in, connects the stun as well onto Ikigai, spreading that magnetize.
Oh, that was close. He landed a Bramble. They might have been able to go.
That's a
Alright.
That's a pause.
Who's TPing in? It's Monkey King TPing in. 11's nearby with Black Hole.
Oh, Ikigai actually, he zipped. And yeah, Shadow Realm to counter him immediately with the Bedlam on top. They need a stun, they need it out. Ikigai, he's going to die. Bombi, he'll go in return as 11 does TP on over. But basically a solo kill, honestly, by the Dark Willow onto the Storm.
Yeah, that was a great trade, you know, for Bombi in the end. Storm
Unfortunate
just
time pause there.
Didn't respect the fact that Willow has a bunch of damage with her spells.
Yeah, and this kind of can become unkillable basically to you. Hookshot is going to whiff here by Ace. Rolling Boulder up to the high ground where the tree's walking around chasing after him. But who's this? CJ. He's joining the fights now. He's got himself this Chrysalis, this Falcon Blade. He thinks he is the difference here. I think he's right. I don't know if Neon really want to try and defend this, honestly. No Terrorize, no CK.
He got the deny. Bombi once again.
Oh.
Gets
Something.
the play. Yeah, he gets something for his team, and they're gonna use the smoke. Lash has Yules. Ken can set up a kill here with the Yules. And you have to get something done if you're just getting a Yules earlier.
It'll just be a kill onto Ace. Maybe it won't actually. He still gets caught by a Bramble. Blood grenade toss. Ken, yeah, he's on top of it. They still get it. They still get it.
That was messy. Spells were missed.
It's okay. It's about the end product in the end, isn't it?
Yes, sir. That's what I always say. It doesn't matter how you do it as long as you get it done.
Indeed. But it will allow Neon to make another go at this, to have another go at this tier 1 tower. JG nearby. Yes, of course. He's right in front pushing this tower down. The tower is not extraordinary, especially when there's creep waves around to absorb the Diabolic Edict explosions. And Aled is here with a Blink Dagger. 11 at Blink Dagger. This could be trouble. There's the hookshot initiation. We're waiting for that Blink Black Hole reveal. And there they go. They've caught JG as well. The cast Castaway. Castaway, he doesn't have a grip to cancel it. No silence. Soul shows up for the double kill. Ikigai going chasing her after his older brother, I believe, is Castaway. No way out for him. But not fight there by IHC as the Blink Dagger catching Neon off guard.
That was a huge tower defense there by IHC. Getting the key kills and once again, you know, just repelling the Lash push towards the mid tower, which is the tower that usually when you're playing against the Lash, this tower goes down, you know, around 10 minutes. And now it's still alive, it's 30 minutes. Good fear.
Terrorize. Yeah, hold on. In live, they are fighting. Stone onto 2. Oh, gives Ikigai just enough time to zip away. I think it wouldn't have mattered as Ken was still respawning.
He was about to get the heals though. Very close.
Yeah. Unlucky, but that's another instance where this Ikigai Storm has kind of played a really close to the edge. He's doing a good job playing close to the edge. Don't get me wrong. I think that's what the best Storms you kind of have to do. You have to toe that line a bit and rely on your team to cover you when you do slightly overstep it. But
TA,
he's got
all these heroes. If you're not taking risks when you're playing these heroes, it's just better if you don't play it, you know. You have to push things, get close to the opponents, force rotations, just get value out of those heroes. And now CJ has his armlet done. I think it's about time where he actually has to come and do something with the Lash.
But he didn't want to Orchid, Winter. He wants Orchid for
this
Storm.
Orchid, he needs
Enigma.
to help the Lash. I mean, if the Lash can win a team fight with his heroes, you catch and the CK connects, I think that would be actually even better than the CK getting out of it.
Okay.
You know what they say?
You have a convincing argument.
Number wins fights. You have to outnumber your opponents. Or at least evening things out. You know, if your enemy is bringing 5, you have to bring 5.
I mean, this is their window. There's no black hole for another 50 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, the longer they wait, it's just gonna get harder. And you even mentioned about the BKB black hole. There's nothing to cancel it apart from the punch, which is probably not gonna happen. No, not for a while. So they have the
we do have the singular point in the grip now.
Budget black hole into the actual black hole. Is that going to be the team fight for them? Storm cooling.
Or you jump. I mean, there's a couple problems in this because you've got a lot of ways to casually cancel a black hole early. So it just I think black hole is going to be mostly just for a little bit of that extra lockdown, or to just allow your gyro to pump out even more damage with his AoE, right? But
Aghanim's almost done, on the gyro, so he's definitely going to be tanky and ready to join the fights.
And, well, Neon, I mean, they were positioning for a fight, but they couldn't otherwise find one. Ace kills the courier that was ready to buy the cornucopia for CK's Orchid, nearly online now. This could be trouble, though. They've got a ward here in the triangle. As CJ does get off the Phantasm. But there's just too many heroes here for him. He drops.
Good fear.
Initiation, though. The Terrorize onto 2 is pretty good. Ken connecting as well from the midline, but there's going to be the black hole onto 2. They don't have a cancel for it. The silence wasn't in time. Ken, he's going to drop Fortune Soul with the double kill now as the Wukong's command forcing out the Earth Spirit. Once again, IHC escaping by the skin of their teeth, Winter. But with 3 enemy heroes.
11 is the lifesaver for IHC now. Like 2 fights in a row, just saving the day for them. And he's going to be very close to his BKB. So next fight, he's definitely going to have BKB black hole. And what are you going to do, I mean, this is why I don't like farming on the CK. Like, you get to this stage, BKB black hole. There's not much the CK can do in the team fights anymore, That's why I felt like he needed to fight early when the Lash is strong with the heals.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. I think as well, Neon kind of just letting these cooldowns, I mean, specifically Black Hole, right, going unpunished is ultimately not something that they can be okay with. And this is up now. You're down in game 1, 17 minutes in, Winter, 15-9, a 6k net worth lead building. You're not going to outfarm this gyro. Not that he's got Ags. He's also kicking your butt in fights. And you still have 11 behind, about to farm up this BKB. And now you don't have a solution, at least anytime soon to this BKB Black Hole.
The greedy cost on IHC, they've already gotten to the point where they want to be, in the game. And whereas if you compare that to the Neon's lineup, with of course the Darkseer, Leshrac, and CK, they are the course that are supposedly should be able to go faster than earlier with their items and levels. But it's not happening.
And Winter, thinking back to that last fight, as we see the Monkey King Simeon stride his way around the map, thinking back to that last fight, Winter, it is a little bit of a shame that Neon decided to fight in that particular spot, because they've gotten 2-3 couriers killed in this part of the map in the triangle, CJ just literally lost his courier right before he went to farm the cap that ultimately got him killed. And it was a Clockwork that killed it, kind of giving you maybe some hints that, hey, they've got some vision around this area, right? So it's tough, man. IHC are moving around the map, rotating extremely well, and Neon just the ones getting caught. Seeing what they can find now. They're thinking of looking for Ikigai, who has a Meteor Hammer and is going to get caught casting it on the wave. Split Earth connects. They have a Vacuum. They have a Silence. They have another Rolling Boulder in a second. And ultimately, they have the damage. A big kill, a huge opening. But CJ, he's just outside of the map. They see Bombi here. Ishka trying to set up for something now as Bombi. Uh-oh. He's in too deep. They will at least be able to trade him away. Don't think, he doesn't have a way out. He's killed by Power Cogs. Holy.
That was like around 500 damage.
Yeah, it was 494 to be exact. Not bad at all. Death Summary didn't show up, but you just have to trust us. Don't worry, casters were never wrong. Hold on. Another invade. Okay, and that's quite the jump onto Ken. Ken, he does not have his Bloodstone 8. He only has the Yule Scepter, but he gets the Surge courtesy of JG to see him to safety and outside the Wukongs. Wukong's not really the scary part here. It's more Fortune Soul who was chasing behind with the Ags and the Crystallis.
Rosh Sting up on the agenda for the Storm.
That's true. Neon, they will have a few items to fight into this one. Ken now, after that last invade, has the Bloodstone completed. You've got Orchid finished for CJ and nearly the Yasha for the Manta style. And maybe this Pipe of Insights? Still 500 gold away for JG. Hookshot in. Bombi. Yeah, I don't think he's getting out of this one, really. However, JG and now Castaway. It's strike counter to 11. Blinks in the 3-man Black Hole. Absolutely nothing they could do. Another third. That's 3 Black Holes in a row that are just... it's a highlight reel right now for 11, honestly. Pretty much this entire series.
Yeah, that was once again crazy. I doubt they will actually kill for full in the Shadow Realm with the big stick charges, and looked like maybe, just maybe, to turn things around. And IHC with 11 just shuts them down and shows them that the Black Hole is still the one tool that would destroy their hopes. Storm is going to have BKB, Storm BKB, Enigma BKB, Gyro BKB done as well. Now there's triple BKB. So what are you going to do to cut through the BKB heroes? Your CK is definitely not strong enough to do that.
No, I think
they have to split push.
It's the same as what IHC has done to you last time, isn't it? You gotta find this Storm being a little bit too confident, split pushing somewhere, and chain stun him to death. It's doable. He's tanky, but it's doable. I don't know. Gyro's got, I think, too much HP for you. Monkey King kills aren't gonna really
they
do
found
much.
CJ.
He's in deep here. He does have Bombi nearby. Oh, look at that. CJ, he takes at least one with him.
He was kind of lucky the hookshot miss. That's why he could have killed the Storm.
Bombi's going to be able to get the TP away. Yeah. Look, a little bit lucky, but it's something, as IHC immediately lose out, and then that Aegis do make the next couple of fights much more palatable, even
at this point.
Lost CK.
The Monkey King on position 4 is also going to get a BKB. The game's going so well for him. He has a Mate Slayer, power trades. And he just wants to go in there and right click,
Oh, they missed the stun on the Ken. And now Bombi, he's found a Clockwork hiding out in the trees. They're going to initiate onto him. There's that Bedlam doing work, but Fortune Soul from above, calling him the call down now. The Monkey King, Yule sceptered up. Ken has more than enough damage for him. Even with that little bit of life steal that he's got going towards the end. Will not matter much to Ken.
Yep.
Who has his Whisper of the
kills.
Dread. So here we go. This is just exactly what they have. I mean, I said kill the storm and then go from there. Look at that. It's a fairly easy path to recovery, isn't it?
One step at a time, yeah? It's one step at a time.
Yep.
Now you have to deal with the triple BKB. And CK needs his level 20 talent to deal with that.
That's true.
Six more levels to go.
Well, you know, I mean, that's not maybe not the most reliable way, but it is a way of you know, kind of undermining the threat of a triple BKB. It's just go for pickoffs, right? It's been working very well.
Split up. But at the same time, you're also splitting up against a Monkey King and Storm. So you're also putting yourself at risk of getting picked off.
That's true, although it hasn't really looked like too much of a problem with the last couple of kills. We'll see if Neon can keep it up, though. I agree. It is going to be a test. Eventually, IHC, I think they're going to have to tighten up if they want to try and take this game in... Sorry, if they want to try and take this series in 2. Oh, Kishka, that's not where you want to be. My son, he got too excited to use the shard and is instead very likely to die here. You can see Neon, they're like, what? Is this guy actually alone? Yeah, he was actually alone. That means, Mr. Ken, there's trouble for you down here. TP's coming now, but can they live long enough here with the Bloodstone running? It seems like it won't even matter.
That was beautiful by the clockwork. Okay, misses the hook shot. That's my fault.
Your caster's cursed him, Winter. Well done. Now JG, he might just be next as he's going to surge himself at least up to the high ground. Cursed Crown lasting long enough there on the stun to prevent Ikigai from going for more. Neon, 2-for-1 trade across the map. Could have been a little worse there.
Still some signs of hope here. There's still a chance for the CK can just come to the fight and if they find the right target, it's definitely possible. I mean, Enigma is just too much of a threat now. I think they have to just try to maybe use Earth Spirit to scout him out. They need to see where 11 is standing in the team fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that's... And they haven't really even addressed Fortune Soul this game. 7-0 and 5. Now he's at a Daedalus. Like, it's... soon enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's
IHC
hard,
taking...
right? The gyro is 7-0 and 5, but you gotta worry about the Enigma.
Oh, look, I agree. All I'm saying now, Winter, I mean, not like the Enigma's not a threat. Don't take it that way. But all I'm saying is that, you know, now Fortune Soul becomes harder to ignore. If you could at least, okay, focus down the Enigma first and we kill him. Hold on, there's a hook shot. This one connects onto Bombi. He has himself a Yule Scepter. Look at these cogs, man.
Oh, this is so nice. Oh, he set it up.
Yeah. Anyway, let me just finish off my point. Now, if you could afford a focus the Enigma, then we kill everyone else. Well, harder to do now when Fortune Soul gives you a much shorter window thanks to the Daedalus procs, right? That's the only point I'm making. It's inevitable, right? Obviously, these heroes are going to scale, closing down your window to make moves, but it just sucks. It sucks when you're down 9k, really.
I mean, they were up 12k. They were up 12k the last game, but they still lost.
This Lush he just doesn't feel like the same hero he used to be, honestly. Even with Bloodstone active, he ticks down so fast. And there is a pipe on clock. I don't. Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes a difference. The Mage Slayer on the Monkey.
Slayer. They don't have. I mean, it's also the gravity well, right? It's like a 15% damage reduction on his teammates.
Yeah, honestly, you might be onto something because that's just all damage reduced, and much like how we saw Tundra win TI. When was
Brave
that?
Pack.
20. Yeah, just reducing damage, right? Just reduce the damage that they deal, and that's. I don't know how the math works out. I don't dare try and do math live, but perhaps that is much more efficient than, you know, trying to go for the healing reduction.
If they don't kill us, they can't win.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
Stomp.
Yeah, nice stun. Oh, he BKBs. BKBs. Okay. JG clearing the wave at the very least. There's another zip on in for Mikigai, who's feeling very confident, but his BKB now has expired. Meaning now you've only got to worry about the Enigma BKB as well as as CJs. They get through Kishka, an even 4 versus 4 fight, but IHC are the ones that hold the high ground. They've got the vision up here. And that's really the threat when you play against an Enigma and a Storm.
I mean, Roche may spawn in 1 minute, so I guess teams are gonna gravitate towards that a lot more now. The Roche is gonna be very, very important. I don't think Neon can actually give it up. If the Storm gets Aegis, I think the game is just, or even the Gyro, for that matter, the game is just going to be too difficult. That should be the next big fight happening, maybe in 1 or 2 minutes, couple of minutes. CK has Manta. He's about to finish his heart.
How do you feel about a heart in this kind of a game? Is that what he needs?
I mean, heart against Enigma, Midnight Pulse, not too, it's still good on this hero. You need to go in, tank some damage, come out, regen.
What do you think he could have gone if not for the heart? Just shooting out alternatives.
I think the hearts. If you don't get a heart, I don't know what else do you get, because BKB is like not really that great against Enigma either.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's probably too early to upgrade Bloodthorn as well. Yeah, I agree. I was just wondering because I do like playing a bit of CK myself. Is there a point for a Manta this kind of a game?
He
has it, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, he already has it.
Well,
he has everything he needs. It's all about
speaking
getting
of
the right.
Needs,
yeah, it's about getting the right jump now. They need to get the right jump. Blow off.
Look at how well Kishka's managed to find farm. He's got a full BKB now as well. That makes 4 BKBs to round out IHC's BKB lineup. And he's even got dreams of a Tesso on this Monkey King. Dreaming big, maybe dreaming realistic.
Probably should be better that he gets some Maelstrom, right, to kill the illusions rather than Deso. I guess Deso helps to deal with the Lash. You can kill the Lash and the support's faster.
I mean, do we have any significant armor items online for Neon right now? I'm taking a look around here.
Crimson Gun.
Not really, right? I mean, Vanguard is getting purchased by JG, so that's going to be something to cut through the physical damage for Fortune Soul, but not really otherwise, it would appear. So yeah, maybe Deso is the choice.
Yeah, Osprey is about to have Aghanims.
Ooh. It doesn't have a very good cast range, though, if I'm not mistaken. The Enchant Remnant. As far as its saving ability. Yeah, hook shot on a Castaway.
Double bomb. Look at the call, man. Oh.
He's ridiculous. I don't know if he got it. I think he was actually too fast on the 3rd cog. Yeah, he needs to slow that down a little bit. BKB force from Ken. That'll be a disengage. IHC very happy with that, as now they have got a very large window here. Not only is it 5 versus 4, but without a BKB, and the big man's back in town. 3 seconds until he spawns back down bottom. I think that Rocket Flare will even, yeah, indeed, show it for them. This is also the kind of draft where I think
Neon has to go. Yeah, you were saying.
I think this is the kind of draft where it's really nice to have a Roshan banner as well for your team, right? This team's got a pretty good range clear.
Always good for you.
Now it is really good, but this time it's really good actually. Okay. Lesh is in the smoke. Earth Spirit TPing to the fight a little bit as bait with JG behind his Sportum, but Roche, he's going down. He's going down. They need to get in there immediately. The roll blocked by the Monkey King. Fortune Soul, he does activate the BKB. He grabs that Aegis as they're going to jump now onto the Earth Spirit, trying to get the backliners first, but he's done well to at least scout out 11, who's got a BKB. Ken, he's in so deep. Does he have any support here? Black, hold up. No way to cancel it. JG doing what he can. Is even the meteor
alive
to work, but Ken's still alive. He didn't get to activate the Bloodstone, though. He did not get the Bloodstone off. No spell lifesteal for him in the fight. As now CJ, he needs to get the hell out of Dodge, but has no BKB. Stunned up, he is extremely vulnerable, and the heart's not enough to keep him alive in this fight. Fortune Soul beyond godlike, he holds on to the Aegis, but they only lose 11. IHC on the cusp of eliminating Neon in game 2.
Could have been amazing, if the Lash actually had time to click. I don't know if he had time and he just couldn't get it off, or
he had time. He had time. You know what I think it was? After this fight, you can't see it because the picture-in-picture is blocking it, but after this fight, he actually swaps over Bloodstone to his 2nd slot. It was in his 3rd. He swapped Bloodstone and Yules. You can see here, it's ready to use on cooldown, and it just doesn't get the chance. Now, let's be honest. Don't know if that really would have made a difference here. It was already basically a 4 versus 3, but it is a bit of a shame. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, right there. As in picture, Fortune Soul gets kicked off the high ground. Yeah, I mean, it's... I don't know. I only bring that up because I feel like it's... how do you say? It's not really every day I see pros changing their item slots in the middle of games. Obviously, when you pick up a new item, everyone has their preference, right? And so things get shifted around. But he's had Bloodstone and Yules now for some time, so... I think for me, kind of a big deal that he changes it now. Tough. So, Neon now staring down 3 minutes left on this Aegis. There's a blink dagger on this gyro. He just wants to get in there and kill people, especially this Lesh. Get on top of him. Hunt to 0 ideally with your burst physical damage. And now this Deso on Kishka, which is ready to go. Ikigai with a short little zip up to the high ground, but it's just an illusion that he's scouted. Shiva's guard as well for the additional vision, not to mention that Arctic Blast reducing the heal.
Gyro?
Moves this on the low ground. Okay. Gyro kick back into the base. That's pretty decent. Wukong's command set up. CJ is to be able to use that Overseal Totem to get out of dodge. They're going to try and kick him out again. Castaway this time. He catches only the Clockwork. Not ideally who he wanted, but Ken, he wants to go in on this. They do force at least the BKB on Fortune, so it's not a half-bad trade here. In fact, it might just be enough to force IHC to reconsider this high ground push now, Winter. No Earth Spirit for 40 seconds. Good job getting the jump in for him. Unfortunately, that death does send him back further now from his Ag Scepter.
So Neon wants to fight. They know Gyro has no BKB.
Yeah, but there is a black hole. So that's still something that they need to be, you know, a little bit careful for. There you go. They're going to smoke up. They're going to have to get through this Bramble Maze as they look to try and defend the Tier 2 tower. CJ getting the Surge. If he can get on top of someone, he might just be able to burst them. Clockwork might just be their man, as there goes the Phantasm, and a nice vacuum to set up for this. But actually, can they kill him? Do they have vision? They don't have the vision. Ace just walks it off. Little hook shot on back now as Ken running on through, blitzing through the creep wave. Does good damage there. Ikigai, he's got a shielder, and he's very tanky. He might not be the best first target, but then who is? Clock certainly not bad, but Ken, you're in deep now. 11 holding on to the blink black hole. They might not even need it. BKB active for Ken as he looks to try and get out of here. Here's Kishka, who does zone away the rest of the team from the high ground, and a buyback forced. But not much gained here as Neon Esports continue to hold.
I mean, they still have black hole, you know? Like, there's still going to be the threat of the BKB black hole. So it still means that Neon can't take a fight outside.
Fortune Soul's got his BKB ready to go, as does Ikigai. It's just Kishka, the Monkey King, without his own BKB, but that's fine because he's a support.
You say that.
He's going down.
You look at his network.
Tried to snipe it. Careful here, Fortune Soul. Activates the BKB. Looking to try and turn and burn. Crimson Guard and no vision means he's not really doing a whole lot here. Castaway. Thinking about going in. He will commit now. Almost finding the rolling boulder stun there onto the gyro, who's perfectly level. Just didn't have the reach. Surge here. Ken. He's got to be careful though. No BKB for 40 seconds, so they're just sending in the Earth Spirit now to try and find whatever they can. But there's the initiation. They know that Ken has no BKB. The Ken has no BKB. He's getting stunned up and killed off. He does have a buyback, and he's going to commit it. Neon Esports backs against the wall. The black hole. It whiffs. It completely whiffs. But 11 in style. He's going to channel the whole damn thing anyway. And now Neon looking to try and stay in this game. They take down Kishka. He's not the core, but he is at least a good kill. As 11, having expended the BKB, is an easy victim now to the Chaos Bolt. Ken finds his man. Ikigai does not get stunned up, but he is silenced, and that's good enough for the kill. 3 dead heroes. Neon, they throw everything in it just to stay alive for their chance at TI, and they live to take one more fight.
Yeah, I mean, 11 played the whole game perfect until that point, you know. Just missing a really, really crucial black hole there on the CK, and it's costing his team very, very dearly in that team fight. I mean, you say they lost the Monkey King, but the Monkey King is like a core at this point with his network. He's a pretty big kill alongside the Enigma and the Storm.
Yeah, check that replay.
With this fight being lost, I guess they have to kind of go back to rush. They have to chill. He wasn't even close. You had to landing it on the CK.
No, he was close at first. But then CK, I think he just reality rifted somewhere else in the fight, honestly. I don't even... CK was like on the edge of it, and then all of a sudden he wasn't. I mean, he doesn't have a blink. Maybe he got pulled by Castaway? Maybe Enchant's Remnant is now ready. Honestly, I couldn't see it in that fight, not gonna lie. Either way, IHC, they're running into some serious issues now. You got a big old creep wave pushing up to high ground. They will have a Fortify, and of course you get a second refreshed as soon as you lose your first melee racks. The question is, how eager are Neon Esports to push their advantage? They did buy back on the Lesh just in that last fight, and well, that's the only thing they've committed here, actually.
Okay, surprised they don't try to force the issue. Try to force the buyback.
Me too. I think they're just concerned with getting caught up in too long of a fight with a Clockwork and a Monkey King just throwing out these stuns.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm not sure when
Crimson Guard for JGs. Actually making a big difference as well.
Yeah, but I'm not sure when are they going to get an opportunity to push high ground again with Black Hole being on cooldown.
Yeah,
it's
that's
gonna
true.
be up
20
again.
seconds till it's back. That's a good point, Winter. I don't know. But if Neon can hold once, they can do it again. Their heroes starting to level up a little bit more. Ken about to get more physical armor, much needed versus the Gyrocopter's damage. He's got plate mail, just needs to finish up the Shivas, which will be maybe just a few more camps here. Actually, he's done Tormentor so many times, they must have all their shards by now. I have to... Which one is it? This one? Almost. Just the Gyrocopter not having his shard. Castaway, the only hero on his own on his entire side with Ags and Shard. Air Spirit does have some pretty good upgrades. Just in case you forgot, the grip now allows you to pull allies. It used to be the 20 or 25 talent. It used to just be in the base hero. But now it's on the Shard, and of course Ags is still Enchant Remnant, which does a lot of damage, by the way. This Enchant Remnant is no joke.
450 damage.
Especially because, I mean, I don't know if Castaway, we'll see if he does this in the fights, but you can enchant your own remnants, which you're like, why would you do that? Well, it's because it does 450 damage every 5 seconds. It has a shorter cooldown. So, well, if you see him using enchant remnant on remnants, it's because it does 450 damage in a 450 radius. It's pretty, it can be overwhelming. So, other than that, it is a solid save, but you know, hovering over the ability, you can see it does not have a very generous cast range. Cast range of 300. AoE of Black Hole is, well, the radius is 420, so they cannot be in the center of the Black Hole, basically. Is the save condition on Enchant Remnant.
It's 500. If you use it on an ally, it's 500. It's not 450.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's 500.
Oh yeah, cast range on allies. Why does it have two different cast ranges?
And then he has telescope now.
Hold on. JG. Okay, he found Kishka in the trees. He forced the BKB, and Kishka's going to TP away. IHC looking to continue the fight, though. Even after the Monkey King has disappeared. They jump onto an illusion. CJ is actually not too far behind. They're not off. Not too far off the real guy.
That's pretty big.
Careful. 11. BKB. Black Hole. Can they get in there to save him in time? Castaway. Yes. The Enchant Remnant save is there. He pulls him out of the fight as well as Ken now coming out with the BKB active and the Bloodstone. And now, what do you have left to fight with? A friendly hookshot gets Ace back to relative safety as 11 just TPing away in the middle of the jungle. They have vision now on this Clockwork, very low on mana and resources. He might just feed over this Gem Winter. We can see Roche also about to respawn. Perfect timing for Neon Esports here, who survived the smoke gank attempt and may be rewarded with the bounties of Roche. Third Roche at that.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
11 has
high
to, he has to land the Black Hole on a few heroes. He can't afford to just go all in on the Lash anymore.
Yeah, this Earth Spirit save, I think, is going to be...
It's going to have Eagle Lens plus Telescope, so it's going to be pretty easy for him to get a save.
Yeah, oh, that's true, actually. That's really true. Yeah, this cast range is huge now, actually. Holy moly. Alrighty, then.
Kishka going for the trade.
Used.
Bottom racks. Oh,
Yeah,
no BKB.
they're looking for it. Yeah, alright, hold on. Can they cancel any TPs? Ikigai, CJ, he doesn't have BKB either, so he can't TP away, but he does get turned into a Remnant and kicked out of the fight. Back down bottom, Kishka He's doing a really good job here, actually, Ken. He's got to be a little bit careful, but gets up close and personal with the Yules. The Jingu Mastery allowing him to heal Ken. Oh, he's so lucky. He's so lucky. And Kishka's like, you're lucky, punk. I'm going to try and kill you. He actually picks off only the Willow because Ken took the scenic route around the Ancient. Gets the kill there, but Kishka, he canceled his TP for this, and I think Neon, no, he jumps away from the trees in time. Can they find him? Can they scout him? They're hunting for a monkey in the trees. Castaway, he caught a glimpse of him, but just off the mark. Oh, that could have been so much worse if he actually managed to find Ken there. Ken, who does not have buyback still, by the way, for 2 minutes.
Yeah, that would have been game-winning if he killed the Lash. So close. But
And
still
now-
gives them opening for Roche.
Yeah, I mean, what did... Winter, I don't do the negative one usually, but I've got to question Neon's shot call after winning that fight. They decide not to check Roche. They go up to high ground. They get a tier 3 tower. They're then a split push, and they end up losing Roche, despite IHC not having Black Hole. Now they've got 2.
Oh well. Bad
I
decisions after bad decisions. One after
It just,
the
for
other.
me, this feels like a blunder of, I don't want to, be too dramatic, but a blunder of epic proportions, Winter. This is TI on the line for you. You cannot let this Enigma get a second Black Hole. You've been fortunate that 11 has been not on the ball as he was as in the early game. More moving parts, for his credit, but now 2 Black Holes. That sure simplifies the equation a little bit.
Hard to mess up too, yeah?
I'm worried. I'm worried here for Neon. Looking for our first game 3 of the qualifiers. They're down 17k in a game that still feels very winnable
They're
for
trying to
them.
get a catch. They have a Hex on Ducks here. They're smoking up.
Yeah. Who is the ideal catch here? Buyback situation is looking pretty good for everyone but the Storm. Storm might be the best bet here, but you got to be careful for that Blink Black Hole Refresher Enigma. Not to mention that Green pull as well.
Yes, buyback.
There they go. There's going to be the jump in, and that is something now. CJ, he has buyback as in goes Ikigai. The pull away is going to get Ken out of harm's way as Fortune Soul is having a fight versus his illusions here in the wall of replica.
Kishka's
Not really
in.
in love with that. Kishka from behind lands a nice stun, but it only onto the Earth Spirit. He turns himself to a stone. He kicks himself away. I don't think they've got everyone. They haven't found anyone yet in this fight. Clock, who buys back here, is at least going to be able to get back into this engagement, but I think they're only going to end up with the Dark Willow by the looks of things, as Fortune Soul, he's getting his ass beat by these illusions in the meantime.
Ace.
Acceptable losses, but it's still a 5 versus 4.
Yo, he almost got him so close.
He was close. That's the expanded armory. You do end up losing out on that stun range on the shards. Sorry, on the cogs, but a close effort there. Ken, he conserves his BKB, as does Fortune Soul. Careful for this Swift Link as well on the gyrocopter as Kitchen gets set to work on the mid-tier 1 tower. Mid-tier 3 tower make it. Ken, another nice pullback here courtesy of Castaway. That has been crucial in these engagements. Castaway, he is playing some Frey 577 fire fighting Earth Spirit, putting out fires when they arise, and this is a fire right now for IHC, but there's going to be the Black Hole. It doesn't matter. Castaway, he's in for the same again, but what about the second Black Hole? They have nothing to cancel at this time, Winter, and that is going to be dead cores. Ken, he's going to get nullified out from the Yule Scepter. He's got buyback. They've lost JG. Now, what do you have left of the fight? Because Castaway, he's in a second time, and CJ, he's on top of his gyrocopter. The damage, it's immense, as there's going to be the Vortex not doing a single thing. They've lost the gyrocopter now. Kishka turning and fighting, and he's a core. He's taken down Kang. CJ as well. He might not be able to live through this, but he is. He takes him down. Clockwork running for his life as this CK has just murdered ally after ally. Fortune Soul's brought back.
Wait, they're buying back? They're coming again?
They're
Holy
buying back.
shit.
They want to go for it, Winter. The double buyback now. They've committed. There's an Amplify rune in the river. Ikigai, he's going to be coming in with the force of 1,000 storms here. But 11, he doesn't have a Black Hole for 70 seconds. Fortune Soul, he doesn't have BKB for 40. They've got to get this right. There they go. They want to try and find CJ, but he just used the Trickster's Cloak and he's gone. That was your buyback, Winter. Fortune Soul, they're thinking about it. The Reality Rip, the vacuum in. They're going to pull him even further back into the
Gyro.
site device. He bought back. Gyro's dead. And they've even scouted 11. No way out for him, even as he's just got the Black Hole back off of cooldown. A blunder by IHC as they pull up to the high ground and get absolutely sent packing. Look at Castaway. He's found his man, kicking him back into the silence now. Look at CJ. He's like, for me, a present? Ikigai scouted now. The BKB, the zip away, but Ikigai's out of mana. The regeneration rune, the Gaben rune. He's going to be able to escape again, is he? Just barely. Regen rune still running. You've got Kishka looking to try and protect them as they have found the clockwork on the high ground. Kishka looking to initiate Year a second time. He's got BKB. This Deso as well. Pretty good damage with the Earth Spirit. Can't get caught. And CJ's instead the one. The chase. It was too aggressive. Another buyback now from IHC. The pendulum swings back the other way. We're barreling back the other way. Ikigai onto Castaway. Can he actually get the kill here? Oh, he can.
I mean, Kishka is the true carry, man. When all else fails.
What? Is this it? You're gonna have a blink black hole Enigma coming your way. Ken back in 10 seconds. IHC, they've all bought back during the course of this fight. Only the Willow has buyback right now for Neon. CJ is 560 gold short.
Refresher. Enigma has refresher, so it's 2 black holes. He sold his Vlads.
But IHC, they're not gonna push. IHC, they probably expect this CK to have eggs. Sorry, buyback. Sorry. Maybe respecting the Ken Lesh, they live to fight another day.
I mean, this game is not over.
Unbelievable game.
It is not over. I mean, Enigma's gonna have 2 black holes in the next fight. Gyro kind of doesn't have any new items yet because he bought back and he died.
Radiant are scanning.
I think the onus is just on the monkey, the monkey and the Enigma. Gyro feels like he's just gonna be frontlining and he's gonna get focused and he's gonna die. And monkey has to pick up the slack.
He's not tanky enough. Why does this feel so much like the last game where the Gyro?
Because he has a dagger and boost of travel, brother.
That's true.
That's
he does
probably
have
why.
power treads and BOTs.
Yeah. He's weak. In a straight up fight, he does not match up well against the CK. Look at the CK. The CK is top net worth right now. AC, Nullifier, Bloodthorn.
Crucially, without buyback still, I just want to bring that up. He's 500 gold shy. Still is close, but still doesn't have it up quite yet. He's going to get even closer after they finish off the Tormentor. There it goes. Neon's starting to finally get some of their own shards online now. As in fact, now that's the last shard. Everyone else has theirs. CJ, buyback in 200 gold. Really wants to farm that camp, but knows better. There might be a monkey in the trees in winter. This may have started as a position for support Monkey King, but as you say, he's overtaken the mid laner, the off laner, his own mid. He is very much a core. Level 27, your king has arrived, refresher orb in hand.
Alright, Enigma is going to be level 25 soon. Do you get the extra summon and use it to rat?
To rat? Oh, man. Oh, man. I mean, I don't know. I guess you could, right? You have. Part of me, you have the funds and the boots availability for BOTs to make that happen. That's so risky, though. Roche in 40 seconds. Or could be as soon as 40 seconds. You got these CK illusions just pushing, man. And Roche, well, he'll be down bottom. 50 minutes in now, Winter. Just 10 minutes away from the tier 4s. At any moment, a fight... Well, at the moment, a fight going wrong for IHC is probably the game. Not a single hero with buyback. Fortune Soul and the Monkey King as well, both with a Mind Breaker. Feels a little bit like we're 30 minutes into a turbo game right now, the way this one is heading. Okay, the Glimmer Cape onto the CK. They will scout him now. They know it's real.
They're going to jump.
And they're going to open up onto him, but he gets invis again. They missed the stun. He's literally just going to walk away.
Oh,
but
no.
that's okay. That's why you got the refresher. You have another Monkey King ultimate ready to go. Roche in 50 seconds. Mid and bottom will constantly shove here in favor of IHC because of the the barracks that they've gotten. Smoke's breaking. CJ Giga Chat just walking on up. He's slow as all hell without any boots, but he's very tanky, very tipped to kill as IHC poking, prodding, trying to get some sort of overreaction out from Neon, who are playing this one patiently, continuing to force away IHC. Eyes on this Enigma with the Shadow Blade, with the Refresher, with the BKB, ready to try and jump in, but they got the Monkey King. They've got the Monkey King. They float him up at 11. He's in now. And Castaway, they need a hero. They need someone to save, but he's caught inside the first black hole. CJ as well. He can't escape the second one as Castaway was stunned and focused by the clockwork. He's down for the count, but CJ's bought back. The Monkey King, he's out of this fight as well for 2 full minutes. Fortune Soul, can he stand his ground and fight? Can he stand his ground? He gets up another stun. The spell life steal, keeping him alive for now, but he will eventually drop as JG, just offering what he can. CJ on his second life on the buyback. The hero that Neon needs. He's taken down 1, he's taken down 2, and he's on top of the Storm, who has a BKB, who has a Vault Lightning, but has no mana. Being focused down now. The stun from the Cursed Crowd and killed off by CJ. That's 3 for him. You may have double black holed him, but what did you have for his second life? As now Roche ready for the taking. Neon Esports driving this game into the 52nd minute of play. Holy, what a hold.
And the Monkey King kind of got to die. Like he's actually the biggest damage source in the team fight, or at least second biggest. Like if he dies, the team fight just feels like it's not going to be enough for them to win the team fights. Because you got 1 round of spells for the first life of the CK with your black hole.
Here's our replay for it.
You need the second round, which is going to be the monkey. You know, like the monkey provides your second round of damage.
I think it's tough because they have no saves, really. They literally don't have any saves for this Monkey King. He gets caught there by a simple Chaos Bolt, and that's it. The fight's over. Well, not really over, but as you say, he's so much of their damage now, isn't he?
Yeah, they need him alive. Can't afford to be the meat shield anymore. Like Clockwork is the only one that's allowed to be the meat shield. Maybe the gyro, maybe. Alright, this game has took a couple of interesting turns, and now I think we have a 50-50 game.
Yeah. It's true cinema, Winter, this kind of a game, right? You
True cinema.
Oh,
is this episode like Star Wars Episode 3 now? The Jedi Strikes Back.
It's you know what it is? It's Attack of the Clones, because Enigma has the demonic idol on summons.
I mean, the CK is more of the clone.
That's technically very true.
I think more like the planet. He's like the planet, you know.
Oh, he kind of more feels like the Death Star right now, you know. that's I think he's a bit more like that, or he's like you know, Palpatine. Somehow Neon have returned to this game. And, well, CK has launched a whole fleet off of Exegol. Each one of them have Death Stars. Amazing story, by the way. Anyway, let's not get caught up in that. Buybacks are also looking way better for Neon, although they are slowly coming off cooldown as well for IHC. Monkey King, crucially, is going to have his buy. Oh, what did he buy? Didn't he just have buy? Am I crazy?
No. He had the same items. Didn't he buy something new?
Huh. Where's his courier at? I don't know. I must be losing my mind. I thought he was about to come off cooldown. It's 11 whose buyback is going to come off cooldown. Although really that hasn't been the issue. He's been on the money as far as his positioning and being able to cast his spells normally. However, it's more of just, can his team do the damage while he holds him down? You know, you hold I punch doesn't really work so well after the guy who's punching doesn't really do anything.
I mean, the black holes are they're gonna need like a black hole onto, who doesn't have buyback? Lesh? Lesh has no buyback. Oh no, Lesh actually has buyback.
No, it's just CJ. Look, the fight win condition is you must black hole Castor. He's got to be in the black hole. Either that or he's dead.
I mean, you're not getting him. Come on, he's not going to.
No, that's not true. He was in the last black hole. That's not true. That's the only reason they killed CJ and he had to buy back. You can do it again. I'm sorry, Winter. Has this been a perfect game by both teams? Absolutely not.
I mean,
come on. That's the way.
His job is to sit behind the Lash and cast enchant random and then he's black hole.
Agreed. Storm and Clock have to do some scouting here. Monkey King needs to try. He needs to kind of become the Sigma carry now, the Sigma support. He is why Fortune Soul. Those are not your seat. That's not yours. What are you doing? I am the carry now. That's what he needs to be doing. Look at me. I am the carry. Give this guy an Ag Scepter. I mean, I don't know. No one can just give him an Axe, but you know what I mean. Okay. Well, Neon Esports, here's the thing. They can wait. However, because CJ bought back and then immediately took Roche, his buyback cooldown will be, what, about a minute and some change? About 90 seconds between his Aegis timer and his buyback. In that amount of time, pretty much everyone else from IHC is going to have the money. Maybe Fortune Soul not included there. He's a little bit of a question mark. So the question is, Winter, if you're Neon, do you risk pushing up now into an unknown buyback situation where your team's got buybacks, or you potentially give IHC Esports another go at this?
Tough call, you know, going up high ground like this. They were 0-1 down. I think it's hard for them to take the risk given the situation. And maybe if you're 1-0 up, you're like, whatever, YOLO, you go.
Down 1-0 in an elimination BO3 here in the lower bracket.
I mean,
now.
if you lose, you know, you're out. You're done.
Yeah. That is how it works.
They already used their extra life yesterday.
That they did. That they earned by getting a direct invite. IHC, they were born down here. They were forged by the lower brackets. Yeah, Esports, you need to learn. And here they go. Aegis on its last legs now. About to expire. This leaves 90 seconds without a buyback now available for CJ. In the meantime, Fortune Soul gets out on the map. He'll have his buyback in no time. I don't know about this rapier. I don't think he's going to have that rapier too soon. What are you, Bombi? Look at this guy. Holy moly. It's a Clockwork Eggs. That's new, isn't it? So that's pretty significant here, Winter. It's going to allow them to get a lot more vision in these fights, potentially complicating the initiations and the saves by Castaway and company.
Yeah, they're gonna have to grab the Earth Spirit somehow. I think it's the Storm's job to do it. He needs to find him with the rock up there.
All right, careful. Swift Blink, Daedalus, Refresher Orb now for the Gyros. There's a big old zip in. They have found a support. They found a support. Is that going to be enough to pull out in time beside the Vice? 11! He did catch one thanks to the Acceptor only. Fortune Soul, he's going to blink on it, but he didn't even catch Ken. And here goes the CK. Wants to try and get onto 11. There's the Wukong's command. JG, he's dead immediately. Neon, they own this outpost. They can try and fight onto it, and they have to. They've caught CJ. CJ's completely alone, and he's dead. He's going to have buyback in 25 seconds, Neon. Don't lose it like this. You're on your last legs here for TI. This cannot be the way you go out. Buyback in 15. This IHC with a huge opening now. They will force the buyback of JG immediately. They will get the buyback, I'm sure, out from CJ.
I mean, how did they make that work out? The Black Hole was kind of like a fluke, you know, missed it. They only landed on one hero. They got Enchant Remnant. But somehow they killed the CK behind.
It was, I mean, I'm sure maybe if we can catch a quick replay of that, we could see, but I think it was Black Hole and Wukong's essentially dividing the fight in two, bisecting it, and CK ended up completely on his own, on the wrong side of the fight, essentially. IHC identifying that jump onto him, and they make it look easy, and now, 70 seconds until he respawns. He's going to have a buyback. JG, without buyback as well. Everyone else from IHC, we're basically exactly where we were approximately, 15 minutes ago, where IHC went up to high ground and somehow didn't get it right. Well, here we are, 1 hour in now in this BO3 series. Elimination at stake here for Neon Esports. Potential qualification through the lower bracket to TI. On the other side of that, we do have an AD rune in the river. We are looking for tier 5 neutrals as well, of which we have found one. And guess who gets it? The true carry, Kishka. Let's see what he decides on here. Only one token in the game. He's thinking about it, considering his options, weighing them.
I think they should just get all the tokens first before they go.
Well, they'd like to force this buyback, I think is the thing. Okay, quick little vacuum into the Scythe of Vice now on a Kishka. Kishka, who still just has a tier 5 neutral in the inventory. Ken, you may have jumped in too far. There's going to be the Black Hole, but the save immediately there from Castaway. He needs to be able to pull him away, though. Ken, he's just fine, and he's beating Kishka's ass. Kishka, he's just going to die here. They haven't even bought back on CJ yet. They've only bought back on their one. Fortune Soul, can you live long enough to fight? Has stood Hex and killed off. Now he's next to go. There's going to be the Terrorizers. Ace falls. Ikigai couldn't zip away in time. The amplified damage who didn't do jack. Neon, Winter, they held 4 versus 5.
I mean, that black hole again, you know, he can't afford to black hole. It's the same thing happened so many times.
They see Oh, no, they don't see him. Hey, Kishka, what are you... Okay, now he's taking the Apex. I cannot believe he did not select a neutral item.
They were just like
Look at
rushing
now they
things
see
here.
him. Kishka, he's got Simeon the stride, though, so, I mean, I don't really think this chase
Yeah,
is
but
gonna be
they
too
needed
epic.
to just take a chill pill, get the items before they go. I felt like forcing there was just way too risky unless you get like a really clear opening. You cannot afford to black hole one hero. Like it already showed that if you black hole one hero, you're losing the team fight. He already done it a couple of times. I think the emotions are just getting the better of them right now. They have to just think really,
tough.
really clearly.
There's the double buyback as well in real time. As you may have heard, that's Ace and 11 buying back. Roshan up in 55. CJ is massive. He's got a giant's ring. He's literally massive. This is really nice. He has been having move speed and pathing issues in these fights, so this will solve both of them, as well as give him a pretty nice passive. This Giant's Frost on top of enemies, especially for his illusions. That's nice. Roshan up in 30 seconds. As Neon eager to try and force something more buybacks, more of anything here. They have managed to hold on tooth and nail in this game, fighting every step. But yet, the one step they have not taken, Winter, is up to the enemy high ground. As IHC, with the buybacks, will spook away Neon. And once again, into the Roche Pit we go. This time, Winter in a pretty good situation, as Neon, they didn't buy back on either Ken or CJ. Sorry, yeah, CJ. Oh, but Roche has respawned and they've just missed it. Please check the pit,
that's
guys.
unlucky.
I beg of you. Thank you, Castaway. However, can they do it fast enough? Because IHC, they are smoking out of the base. Kishka's just hit level 30 now, so he only needs the 3 Jingu Mastery hits. And there's a Divine Rapier on the Gyrocopter coming your way. Doesn't have buyback, needs to go all out for this. CK Illusions leaping on forward, trying to give them vision as they are smoked up as well. Neon not waiting in the pit, choosing to take the fight outside. As the CK Illusions are starting to clear through here. IHC, they might need to cut this wave. They do have mid lane pushing in eventually thanks to the supers, but there they go. Who have they found? They see the Monkey King, Kishka, able to jump away. The Scythe device now on the Ikigai. Can they blow up in time? He gets off the BKB. Fortune Soul as well. The Divine Rapier. CJ, he has a winner. He's going to be able to get out of harm's way now and outside, crucially, of the Wukong's command, but they've gotten Ken. 11 with another black hole at the ready as CJ falling low. He's got a buyback as well, and they own the outpost. They can TP to, but he's not buying back yet. It seems like they might want to bail out of this fight. There goes the buyback as Ken murders Ikigai. Ikigai has a BKB and a buyback. Might need to get back in, but 11! There's the catch. Castaway again there in time for the save as Ken pops out. CJ on his second life now. They need to try and focus on a target. Because Fortune Soul with the rapier is tearing them apart. Another stun here onto Ken. Fortune Soul on his man as Ikigai zips in, using all the mana he has. Another Wind Waker. CJ up to the high ground. His Ace trying to run on in. He'll be killed off by Ken. CJ is still alive. Fortune Soul, he's down. Rapier on the deck. CJ's still alive as well. Picking up the rapier. Trying to fight through this one now is Ikigai. He is focused and killed. Castaway kicking them away. 11 hiding, running away from this fight, away from this game as it is slipped in between the fingers of IHC, Neon Esports. They may have just fought their way to a game number 3. I can't believe it. Fortune Soul, he's here.
He TP'd over to take the rapiers.
He did.
Oh no.
Wait, but whose rapier is that? Why is it?
It's Monkey King's rapier.
It must be, huh? It is. It's Kishka's. Holy. I'm going to lose my voice. This game. Winter. Come on. This is the SCA daughter we were looking for. I feel like it is now approaching an end because this rapier is not active. And I think that's why it's grayed out. He can't use it. And he doesn't have any allies here, Winter, for another minute. Neon Esports, they finally go up to the high ground. That's it. That's the last fortify. They are up on the high ground. They have earned their right to a Game 3. Neon finding their very first game win here in the SCA closed qualifiers. As they focus down the throne, Gyro can do nothing but watch. As he's going to try and do some damage, but it's over. It's a lost cause. It is Neon Esports taking us to our nothing really too out of the ordinary, I would have to say. Neon Esports, I mean, I don't know if
So I
Skem's
can
back in on
hear
the
the
team.
biasness. I already can hear the biasness.
What are you talking
Radiant
about?
draft boring.
No.
Dire draft fun.
Radiant draft, we know what it's going to do. Dire draft, is Scam back on the team secretly? That's all I'm saying. I know some people are doing Darkseer carry, but...
But what? Explain. Explain yourself,
They'll
Richie.
have a good win rate, that's all I mean. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Numbers are not everything. I thought we gone over this, you know.
That's true. That is true, actually. But
gotta
you know what
decipher.
number...
You gotta filter the numbers, you know.
Ultimately, we live and die by the numbers, though, Winter. After all, you can't lose 2-1 and then say, yeah, but the numbers don't matter. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter that you're in Copenhagen later on, because this is game number 3, elimination on the line for both teams now. Winter for the SEA. Road to TI quals. We are on pause. We are getting ready for some action. The carry Darkseer, the off lane Meepo with a pretty standard mid DK who has gone for this corrosive dragon, as we have tended to see. IHC, after losing last game in a very Neon-like fashion, taking to the field with a very standard draft, 3 games in a row of the gyrocopter. And, well, here we go. Kishka smoke break. CJ is going to get scouted. Please no search level 1. Please no search level 1. It's Jover. He didn't take it. He didn't take it. He knows there's no way out of
Cold
this
embrace? Oh,
Wow.
what cold?
Is that going to help?
Level 1 cold embrace?
I guess it
Holy.
did.
Yeah, but then what is he gonna do in the lane? Well, it's probably not as bad as I think it is.
It must not be. I don't know. I mean, I agree. I wouldn't want to start Cold Embrace level 1, especially versus a Centaur.
I guess you just play more defensive, try to get the pull off, heal your carry.
Yeah.
Probably not as bad as I think it is.
I think it's important
They
for the
just
mental.
swap roles mid series. Now Castaway is on pause 4 again.
Yeah, you know, no big deal.
Yeah, I guess Bombi kind of likes to, because from the games that I played with him in PUBG, he likes to play like the backline spellcasters. You know, Phoenix is, I think, his best hero, and Wyvern is very similar to that. And Castaway is more like he just wants to go type of player, you know. So he probably just fits the position for build more.
I always like the way you put these things. He just wants to go.
Do you know, I always say that the pause 4 players cannot think. They just have to do and go. But thinkers
true,
are
yeah.
the pause 5 players. They need to think where to play on the map.
It's like
So
using
you need
the
to understand
force.
your
You gotta go on a
you need to
instinct.
understand your players, and you have to delegate the heroes accordingly.
Well, we'll see how it goes for them.
Wait, they even swap lane? CJ's playing off lane?
Is CJ just...
What in the world?
So CJ's just playing Darkseer then, in off.
So they just basically swap the safe lane to the...
They lane swap, but they pick heroes that you would expect to be in those positions. Do you think... I'm really curious how it worked out for them. Do you think JG's just like, no, like, I got this, I can play into Centaur, I can play this lane, I can play this matchup kind of a deal?
No, I just feel like it's more like I'm the better Meepo player, just give me Meepo.
Is that how it works on teams?
Yes.
I guess you don't have that much time to lock in, huh?
This is a must-win game. The guy says, no, you're not playing Meepo, I'm playing Meepo. Your Meepo fucking blows, man.
No way they're talking like that on me. I don't believe it. But what do I know? You've been on the teams before.
No, I'm just saying, you know, probably somebody say, just give me the Meepo. You're not gonna say anything else, but I'm confident with the Meepo. I'm gonna carry the game. If I don't carry the game, you can keep me off the team.
Yeah, I mean, that certainly makes a lot of sense. I think in a game 3 scenario, I want the person who's going to be playing my carry Meepo to be confident. I don't want him being calculated. Like you say, it's a feeling. You got to know. And Ken, he knows. He can play this one on edge. That's crazy, though. Flame Guard active. I don't think he'll be able to kill Ken with that, as he does tank a couple of tower shots there. That was close.
Mid lane battles, you know, everyone likes to play things to the dot, to the line.
It's been pretty tight too. I want to say last lane here for Ken was the first time he really was able to kind of, you know, get away with a half decent lane.
And he's kind of doing well. I guess DK and Burner Chop. It's good for DK.
He's, I think he'll be all right. 2 points in the Worm's Wrath now. Not Dragon's Blood anymore. Worm's Wrath.
Why isn't it called Dragon's Wrath? Why Worm's Wrath?
I don't know. That's a good question. They like
That's
to call
the
it things
Frostwheel.
worm. Like Elder Worm Knowledge or whatever.
But that's Wyvern, right? Wyvern is a worm. She's not a dragon. I remember having this discussion and you told me she's not a dragon.
That's true. She's not a dragon. People get really upset on the internet if you call a dragon not a dragon. We've seen a very convincing Meepo mid performance before, by the way. And that had a lot to do with the rotation, with the early XP gain.
That was Emo, right?
It was
Was
Emo.
it Emo?
Hold on, top bottom, little charge, the surge, level 2 Ion Shell getting in work now. There's no Shadow Realm here, actually, so Ace is just eating a lot of this DOT. But eventually that's level 2 Rocket Barrage is going to scare them away.
Oh boy, they're out of mana. One mango remaining. Just you have to decide if you want to stay, block the creep. So I guess SB has to pull the wave. He needs to pull. For them to play the lane. Starkseid has to wait for his mana to come.
But here's Bombi with that level 1 Cold Embrace. He's going to get hit by the Blood Grenade. He's got a skill point, but he's going to save it. He's dead for first blood. Does give at least 11 a free wave under tower. But it's also going to give... Holy moly, when's the last time you've seen this? 11, a head start on the Vanguard rush. I think it's a good reaction. Don't get me wrong. Hold on. CJ, you got caught by a Bramble Sun and Castaway charging on through. Oh, he just barely reached. I don't even know how. That was like getting hit by a Cybertruck. The guardrail. What happened to the guardrail? Oh, the Cybertruck ate it. Ah, damn. That Bramble didn't do anything to save him.
All you need to know is it's a bad trade for Neon. 2 heroes for 1. Sometimes if you simplify Dota, everything just becomes more bearable. You don't get tilted.
Oh, that's true.
So you were saying about Vanguard, right? 11 going for Vanguard.
Oh, yeah.
It might be a reaction to the Meepo. He just wants to rush Crimson Guard. I don't know.
Agreed.
Might be the case.
Is he gonna?
He took Counter Strike. He took Counter Strike, so he doesn't have the workforce.
And he doesn't have, and he also doesn't have any points in Retaliate. So I think that will help him trade. Because I don't think Meepo, even with Ransack, will be able to deal with the Counter Strike damage buildup. Okay, supports are starting to rotate on over. Castaway looking for a bash. Will now charge through. Over to the mid lane he goes, where Ikigai's still only level 5. They will cancel that charge, though, because he knew Kishka was waiting in the fog of war, and he's done enough to secure the first power rune of the game as the Eld Worm and the Dragon Knight will together fly. Ken, he's flying straight to top lane. He doesn't have a bottle, so he's eager to put this rune to work. 11, he might not know what's coming here. He's got this Vanguard, sure, but what about the magic damage incoming his way from the poofs? Yeah, and Ken's got the kill. Nicely done.
Nicely done indeed. Big kill onto the center. Giving your Meepo a hit start here. Very crucial. Wisdom runes.
Okay, let's see how this experience gain is going to work around with this kind of combo that they're running. Castaway getting stunned up, but it's CJ who's in trouble, and probably... No, he's just dead. This is a level 3 Rocket Barrage. He's already got 123 speed. I don't think there's a way out for him. Doesn't even have Surge. Yeah, he is extremely dead. They might even be able... he's got Charge. They probably don't kill the Spirit Breaker. Castaway, I believe, gets out alive. How will this affect the Wisdom runes? It won't, I think. I think probably Afterburner... Or sorry, Castaway just gets his Wisdom.
Should be one apiece, basically.
Yep, I reckon. Again, the only thing I'm curious about is how is it going to affect the experience game here, between herd
So
mentality
the
and...
Wyvern is gonna get 50% more. Yeah, the lowest here.
Okay, there's the kill on the CJ. Fortune Soul. Well, maybe chasing, but he doesn't really have a chance there. Okay, so Ken snagging this first power rune. Let's try and keep track now that we've got a very traditional mid lane matchup as far as who's getting this advantage in the runes, because I think that's something Ikigai is certainly going to be looking for, especially after he... I don't know, do you remember last game how the runes were looking? I feel like he didn't really end up getting too many. Hold on.
Oh, disrupt. Trying to kill the
Yeah,
ward.
Ikigai is there as well. I mean, he's got a cold embrace. He will use it, which buys him time, but is only going to just allow IHC to farm some APM on him. Back down bottom, Castaway giving chase now after realizing both supports are mid. Level 4 only here, but Ken rotating on over with the surge, trying to reach his man. Call down slow, though. Too significant here. Ken is not going to be able to get in there. Good effort, though. I like that TP. He TP'd bottom there on the DK before that rotation.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Definitely unfortunate to not get the kill there. But they're gonna use this moment to pressure the tower. DK is gonna probably try to finish his tower off.
Yeah, and he's going to get a kill as well onto Ace. Rotation's incoming as 11 activates the Stampede, finds the stun on the Ken. That surprise TP in the tree. CJ only a level 1 back, who can't do much, and Castaway also has to TP 4 heroes down bottom. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and
Space
TP.
for Meepo.
True.
Space for Meepo.
How's he coming along now? Pretty good. Straight into the Ag Scepter, as you would expect on Mega Meepo, given the strength of it. Careful here that 11 doesn't lose his courier. Oh, he's not. In fact, they might even pick up a kill on the JG. Not enough mana for Hoof Stomp, though. Seems like that won't matter with the way the rotations are coming through for JG, as he almost gets that poof away, but 11 has so much damage thanks to Counter-Strike, I think. Basically, it allows you to do up to double damage per Counter-Strike. It's not infinite, but that adds up.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Bot lane, they're trying to pressure Fortune Soul again. Trying to finish off the tower, a disruption in mid.
Pretty good now onto the DK. Illusions no longer apply his Elder Worm's debuff. Oh my goodness, that's such a huge Shadow Poison. But the right clicks aren't going to get it done. All right, but that right click will, Ace. That one sure will. He also has the Shadow Servant, sorry. This one's really interesting. I thought against a tanky lineup, he might have considered going for the Soul Catcher, basically, facet, which basically brings back Soul Catcher, removes HP, and then slowly gives it back over the course of the Disseminate, but I suppose not. Okay, so we're looking mid, where there's going to be a kill into Wall Iron, but careful down bottom, where they do manage to bash Fortune Soul into the wall. That's a nice kill there. They cancel. Oh, they don't cancel the TP. In fact, Kishka, he's going to eat the Nether Strike as they're still TPing down bottom. Okay, they've decided maybe it's not wise to rev up the feed train this early. So just 2 heroes down there.
This tower is gone. You have to accept it.
Is under attack.
The Meepo is going to have his Aghanim's very, very soon. The game's going to ramp up once you have Aghanim's or Meepo. And right now, it's just everybody's happy to farm, you know. You got a Mage Slayer down on your DK, you still want to keep scaling, you have Mech on Darkseer.
Yeah.
Anyways, for IHC, I think you're kind of playing a slower scaling game with the Gyro and the Ember. Ember's buying Hailstorm, so he also wants to farm.
Castaway will deny the top tower. He's rushing BKB, by the way. No Duran leaving for him. So he really wants to make sure he can have room to maneuver in these fights. Understandable, given the heroes in the game. This Ags is now halfway completed, 2 components away, as the mech's finished for CJ. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Didn't JG play Darkseer 2 games in a row? Am I crazy?
So he's tired of it.
I guess, right?
That's why he gets the privilege. If you play... I used to have this role. if you play a hero same hero 2 games in a row, then the third game, whenever we pick the hero, you have the right to say no.
Unless you're playing on Team Liquid, then you're enjoying a Venomancer every game.
What?
That's what. It's the good old. What's his name? How I can't remember his name. What's his name? Mind control, not wanting to play Veno or Tide Hunter anymore. He's like, no more green heroes, CJ. Okay, drops the wall of replica. He's got TPs coming. It's just Castaway who cannot charge in because of the Bramble Maze here, but Iki guy's in a little bit of a rough spot. Nether Strike is going to be at least forcing out the last remnant, but Iki guy otherwise is going to be able to outmaneuver here. It's space created though, as Ken is setting to work on this tier 1 mid with that corrosive breath. It's so funny seeing the two flying creatures in the mid lane.
Winged creatures.
Winged creatures, indeed. Okay, Blink Dagger now for 11. That's good to go.
And so they're going double Maelstrom on Ember and Gyro.
Okay, that's some way to deal with the masked heroes. I'm not so sure, man. I don't know if this is still the best way to take down a Meepo. I've talked about this before, but usually the issue does not tend to be, oh god, I can't kill all the
damage,
Meepos.
right? It's single target, right?
Yeah, it's oh my god, this Mecha Meepo has got 4,000 HP at 25 minutes. That's more of my concern. Usually when I see this hero succeed, maybe there's something to it. You just want more AoE damage. It's certainly a farming item, so it's nothing wrong with it, but that's where I'm at right now with this current Meepo playstyle.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But we'll let the higher level Immortals sort that out here as IHC will get a nice smoke position now. Behind Neon Esports, there's the blink reveal. They have at least caught CJ. Oh, and the Bramble catching Castaway as well, preventing any kind of follow-up stun. Wall of Replica is going to get dropped. The mech heals insufficient as thanks to that counter-strike. Oh my goodness, CJ dies so quickly. Castaway able to TP away. Kishka unable to find the vision for the disruption, so it's only a lost Darkseer. More space for the Meepo and DK, question mark?
I mean, they got double Wisdom Moons for that, so I think it was actually not that bad, losing Darkseer.
That's true. Up to level 9 on all of your heroes, actually, which is kind of impressive.
Yeah, on a Wyvern and a Spirit Breaker, those levels matter so much. It could mean like you winning a team fight.
Yeah, just to kind of see the effect a little bit. It's not the most dramatic, but you can definitely notice the effect of 2 wisdoms with the herd mentality and the Elderworm knowledge. If you open the net worth graph, you can kind of see it, but not this second, because we're gonna first watch Castaway get jumped a second time. IHC playing up and aggressive in the face of Neon Esports, denying a lot of the valuable parts of the map as they look to try and punish Ken for daring to go for a D-ward. Vacuum still stop Ace, who is very low HP. He is killed off. Ken rewarded there as he swiftly gets the D-ward and even kills the person going for the ward.
Is Meepo ready to fight? He has his items.
No, I think he wants Blink as well.
Another 2 minutes? Actually, no, not 2 minutes. 4 minutes.
No, probably like 3. What's his GPM? His GPM is not amazing, actually. It's like 430 GPM, so that's like 5 or 6 minutes right now. Assuming he doesn't get a kill.
And there's going to be bounty runs as well.
True.
It's going to help a bit.
It's going
to help a little bit.
I'll pick one up now. And of course, with better stats, he will farm faster now. But Mega Meepo's online. We hear 1 Maelstrom for Fortune Soul being completed, as he has only the point booster for the Ag Scepter. Careful top. Castaway, caught now by the Demonic Purge. This is just a support saying, get away. I want to farm the wave, though. As Kishka's got no allies nearby.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What kind of a core, what kind of a mid laner, would you kind of, classify DK as? Because he's gone through a rather massive change with 736, right? He's no longer Ag Scepter Builder Man, throw illusions that are unkillable at supports. What kind of a role does he have? How is his late game scaling impacted? Talk to me a little bit about how you think DK's changed.
Interesting. I think his role is different. It's not as a he's not just a tanky frontliner anymore. In the early stages, because of the worms route, you do a lot of damage, minus armor, you take towers a lot faster. So I think the concept of the hero kind of changed a lot.
Yeah.
You're not that stable laner anymore. You're more like the aggressive hero that wants to make moves on the map.
What's another hero you might kind of classify him more towards as now? Something. Trying to think. Is there another like blink stunner aggressive hero that plays mid? Because it almost sounds like you're describing an offlaner.
DK is offlaning in a way.
Yeah, but I mean, he's mostly played mid, isn't he? Blink out and away from the Sleight of Fists.
Yeah, because you don't have. You're not as durable anymore. With the change to the Dragon's Blood, it's innate and
Right.
it's stronger later, but you're a lot weaker. So in the side lane, in the long lane, it's just weaker to play DK. That's why I think you only see or mostly see it on the mid lane right now, because he needs levels quickly, so you can rotate and play aggressive, make moves.
Well, they might catch a hero here, by the way. IHC will smoke past that freshly planted ward on top of the tier 2 tower. Oh, their scan hits red. They know there's someone here, but they will be sorely disappointed when it's only a Winter Wyvern who's going to attempt to TP away. Nice position there, but 11 had the high ground, had the vision, and finds the kill. Nothing major loss there for Neon Esports. They're happy to tank that smoke. Especially because Nepo about to finish off his own Blink Dagger. Here we go.
Dire are scanning.
Game is gonna start. It's just all the lane shopping, you know, with the Meepo and the Iron Shell and Darkseid, so it makes it very difficult for IHC to progress on the map.
Indeed. I mean, this space, I think, is much appreciated by, if I just name a single hero, by Castaway, who is farming his way towards the BKBs. Not that close, but he's also not really that far away. About another, 1,000... 2,000 gold needed, slightly less now. So he's getting there slowly. They're going to have this double blink timing as well. Ken is also closing in on his BKB, but IHC eager to push. Sorry, they've got Ag Scepter and a Malsham as they have found the backlaners. Oh, good disruption save, but that means they won't have one now to stop Castaway. Counter initiation by 11. The stun on 2 is good. Stampede as well. They want to get them past away first. They have. The Guardian Greaves are not going to be able to save him. The Curse is used solo as Bombi tries to kill Ace here. Will at least get that kill. So it's a 1-for-1 with a tier 2 tower defended. JG showing up to fight for the first time as his Blink Dagger is not here. He actually went for Diffusal Blade. Okay, slightly different build.
It just helps you fight better. I think he feels like they don't need initiation as much because you have a SB and Darks here. And DK with Blink.
Yeah, DK. Yeah, I could see that. On here, IHC, they...
I mean, Wyvern also has Dagger, you know. Bombi rushed the Dagger.
Oh.
So now you have the Vacuum into Curse combo.
Check out what we have now on 11. We talked about his build earlier from a Vanguard. He's disassembled the Vanguard and used that Vitality booster for his Eternal Shroud. Not an item we see all the time anymore. It's been pretty heavily nerfed. Do you think it's got a lot of value in this game in particular? Or is he just going for like a funky, efficient build?
It's just good on Centaur. I mean, the stats are like kind of made for Centaur. Like a hero like Centaur, you have Strength, Magic Resist, you have HP. It's everything you need on a horse.
Wasn't this thing 35% magic resist at one point last year?
Yeah, you imagine how broken it was, right? Initially.
They literally nerfed it almost 50%.
And it's still pretty.
It's still good. It's no longer every game must buy, but you know, yeah, it's still pretty darn stinking strong, that's for sure.
Imagine how bonkers it was initially. Yeah, remember some storm running in, I can't kill him with Shroud.
Yeah, he's got a San Nyasha, or Sanjinkaya, so he's also doing a bunch of damage, and also you doom him, but the doom lasts like 3 seconds.
You can't kill him, he has mana from the Eternal Shroud.
The gas station as well is there backing him up.
Yeah, how do you how do you run away when the Storm has no mana problem?
Yeah,
And being tanky.
and they patched the game and removed the gas tariff, so now you gotta pay.
They increased the prices of diesel.
We smoked
So
we smoked under an IHC ward here, Neon have, so this is unlikely to pan out into anything. I'm more curious as to whether or not IHC will try and make something of this intel, but it doesn't seem like it. Yes, I know, Winter. That was the news I was referencing on the petrol, but that's okay. Best not to talk about it too much. Hold on, Castaway. He wants to get up into this triangle. Fortune Soul almost died to these ancients, by the way.
Nah, he was tanking the commenter.
Oh, there he goes. Well, now he's going to tank a Spirit Breaker, and there goes his Aegis. Quick little charge in there from Castaway. And I mean, core players, man. Can't live with them, can't live without him. Look, he's just like straight back to farming like nothing even happened.
Yeah, free trip back to the fountain. It's true.
It's true, yeah. Yeah, well, you know, bit of a slower game. We've seen only a Winter's Curse. We've got Blink on him, though, Bombi. There's Vision on the Kishka. A self-disruption here to save. You got the Willow from behind as there's going to be the jump from Ken, interrupting the Stampede. No way out for him as Ken, even with the BKB active. Does he have the damage? No, he does not. Demonic Purge there, removing that Eldworm's Wrath. Sorry, just the Worm's Wrath. Make sure that he doesn't take down to the damage.
Scanning.
So it's a nice BKB charge for ultimately nothing gained.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
As Meepo now has
okay.
Blink Dagger, but is going immediately to upgrade it. There seemed to be no rush to fight.
Yeah,
Who's coming?
BKB done on Ember soon. Gyro also almost has his BKB.
Do you expect, I mean, obviously I think we should expect IHC to make a move then, right? Double BKB into BKB on DK.
I mean, the thing is, I feel like the scaling department, they're not even... I don't think they should be in a rush, you know.
Who's they? IHC?
IHC, yeah. With the Gyro, I think Gyro late game. It's pretty good against Meepo. Then you have Centaur, you have Ember, which are also going pretty scaling heavy items.
That's true.
We might again see a long ass run up.
Dire
Well, I wouldn't mind, to be honest. After such a short day one, Winter, it'd be nice to, you know, actually talk about some Dota here. Especially if it's going to be a close game with some interesting items picked up. So there's no Crystallis right now for Fortune Soul, by the way. So he's kind of just relying on these Maelstrom procs. Has no mini crits. Castaway is caught here. I don't think there's a way out for him. And that heal is decent. They're going to commit the back wall. Fortune Soul pops the
Cool
BKB.
embrace.
Look at that heal. That cold embrace. They're only level 2. They're going to need magic damage to take him down, and eventually they've got it. But that's most of the BKB duration now from Fortune Soul as JG looking to make the jump in. Earthbind's at the ready, but 11, it's him who jumps back on in. They've gotten through A, so they don't have to worry about a terrorize. There's the Mega Meepo now. A BKB from Ikagi as he's trying to take down Bombi. Does force at least the Winter's Curse. And he's going to go even more aggressive now. And catch Ken in the disruption, which no longer applies to poison, of course, but it does decent damage. Ken now activated the BKB and walking off that stun, but it's Ikagi who finds 2 onto the back lines. Bombi trying to keep himself healed up as Castaway's going to go ahead and buy back. They like this fight. They like this fight. And for good reason, they've taken down the gyrocopter. Castaway, he's ready to jump on for more, but it's Ikigai who will be kited out throughout the duration of the fight. He dies behind the tier 2 tower, Winter.
Ooh, he was killing the Wyvern, you know, but Bombi kind of kited him out with the cold embrace, and he's pretty tanky with treads, braces, and everything. They needed to keep their formation. I think the Ember had to stay with the Gyro. I think one thing to look out at in the team fight is how the teams keep their formation. You don't want to be too split up when you have a immobile carry like Gyro. It's not like an anti-mage or morphing where you can just run around the team fight, dance, and be able to connect. So you have to be stationary and you want your team to be around you. I think that's what the Ember should have done there.
I think IHC, even though they have an Ember and a Gyro, which generally speaking they like long fights because the more sleight of fist, another flat cannon, you know, those seem very strong, and they are. In this kind of a game, I think Neon, they also like long fights because they have more DOTs and they have more sustain.
It's not the length. It's about how well you position yourself in the team fights, how you maintain formation. Because the SB and the Darkseer, sure, if you don't focus the SB is going to try to disrupt your backline, right? So you need your frontliners to kind of come back and protect the backline because you need the SD especially to be alive in the team fights. So it's all about like who can maintain their formation, and you protect your weak backliners, the ones that can save the cause, and the ones that can do damage can be allowed to just dish out their right clicks.
I get that. I get that. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, maintaining formation is, I think, apart from initiation, keeping your formation is the second biggest thing in the team fights to look out at.
Tower is under attack. Dire are
I mean, especially when you
Meeple's
play
like-
something like a Shadow Demon, right?
Yeah, Meeple's gonna be looking
Can?
to just disrupt that. You know?
He got him with the disruption just barely. He actually hit him with a Demonic Purge first, which was a bold move in case his TP was about to complete, but it matters not as Ken clears his illusion, but only finds more enemy heroes here ready to kill him. A major pickoff from the side of IHC, especially in such a close game. That might have
Yeah, I mean, even in the
ramifications.
first game, he had like a couple of deaths like that. You know, when he was playing Ember, I mean, he was pushing lanes. You know, remember the game when he had AC
Yeah,
on Ember?
yeah.
He was pushing, and he just had
tower is under
one too many of those random deaths that cost them the game, and it's happening again. Like the way it has something to do with how he's looking and how he's perceiving the time that he has when he knows heroes are missing, and he's always trying to push his limits too much.
Trying to,
In a pub, sure, you get away with it in a pub because people are not so coordinated, right? So
Right,
they're slower
right.
to punish you.
Dire's
But then
Yeah.
it becomes a habit that you think that you can get away with it. Bobby, they find him. If he wants to kill him,
Bombi, I mean, he's got Cold Embrace again, but this time with the Bedlam is going to outdamage the heal. They did steal, however, another Wisdom Rune, did they? No, 1 for 1 this time, I believe. Where is it?
11. Nice. There goes away, dodges the net.
Yeah, and even the Blink Dagger on Kishka is going to allow him to escape here. Very mobile game. What are we at? 4 Blink Daggers right now in the lobby. 4 BKBs, 5 Blink Daggers now. Oof. Okay. Talk about positioning. You talk about that kind of, I think Winter Wyvern, another hero. Whoa, that was... Okay, Castaway is going a little sicko mode right now. He's just starting to fight off. He's going to get stunned in the river. CJ will try and save him, but that's going to be the dieback timer for him. So he's dead for 77 seconds. CJ now needs to escape, but Kishka catching up to him there. A blink forward with the aggressive disruption, and that will burn his surge time. He goes down. Bombi has a Winter's Curse. Doesn't really have a great opportunity to use it, but does throw it onto the Ember Spirit. That's not half bad. Burning the duration of the BKB, and in fact, he almost died. Oh my goodness, he almost died to that Curse. Eventually they catch him up, and it's 3 dead at the end of the day in favor of IHC now, who will get this tier 2 tower. A pretty major objective in this mid lane.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And in
Oh
fact,
boy, it looks like Neon once again, you know, just paid the price of being too aggressive. They just needed to like slow things down, wait for Meeple to be ready. Meeple wants to shove out the top
they
lane.
fortified too early too. The Screep Wave's not going to die.
Oh no.
I mean, I don't know if they
That's-
would have even killed the
that's
Creep Wave,
Rax.
but now this is Rax.
One too many mistakes.
Well, painful loss here, because even the illusions from the Dutch are helping out here, but here is the Meepo. They need a hero, and they need a Mega Meepo right now. He's got Dig. He's got Dig, so he's not really in that much danger right now. As you can see, he is tanky. Is he tanking up to live for now? There goes the Dig, allowing Ken and the rest of his team to try and fight around him. Coming back out, gets stunned immediately, but there's going to be the counter initiation as Caster with his BKB able to charge on through, terrorize. He's going to be able to catch a couple of heroes as 11 with a massive stun on the 4. Where's the AoE damage? Where's Fortune Soul? He's not in the fight right now. They get the Wyvern. They're not even able to get Ken, and they get JG as well. Make that CJ. There, JG, he's caught. Is this game? IHC. They just wiped Neon off of the map. There is a fortify, but this is dangerous. Look at all these illusions that are going to be here to tank the tower. Okay.
They're gonna have to buy back on Meeple. IHC is gonna force them to use it.
They're hitting tier 4s, 30 minutes in. IHC, it all snowballed from what seemed to be just a meaningless pick-off Winter. And here we are, Neon, about to be potentially eliminated. There's the buybacks. CJ and JG, IHC, they've got what they came for. You're probably expecting that. And after one tier 4 tower in the mid lane of barracks, they will gladly acquiesce the high ground. They are 17K up. Talk about a roller coaster game 2, Winter. Talk about a roller coaster graph right now. With the way that IHC have just leapt into the lead.
I think they're doing things a lot more methodical this time. Not trying to rush things too much, just being really careful. It's paying off for them. They build a lead, and now all they need to do is just get Roche and slowly but surely push another lane of Rex. And don't rush things. Because the gyro is already feeling...
That's the big one.
Yeah, the gyro is already feeling invincible in the team fights, and he's killing the meeple.
Well, let's... Winter, he's going for Satanic. Okay, Satanic is fine. Satanic's the normal one. What was the... We didn't like the Blink last time, remember?
Blink puts a tribal, I think. He was trying to finish the game.
All right, here we go. Neon Esports. They need to get Ken through the twin gate, though. That's the trouble here. But they are ready to contest this Roshan. Here's Neon, 11. He's going to walk up to the high ground. Eats a fireball that puts his Blink Dagger on cooldown. Earth binds it up now, stunned. As in they jump, trying to continue to lock down under 11. He's a hard target, though. He's very tanky. Back wall down to the low ground. Also catches Fortune Soul. There, it's going to be the Winter's Curse. Because they are doing some damage here. I think it's onto the Centaur, so not that much damage taken. And really, Ken, he's the one that's taking a bruising, even up to the high ground. Fortune Soul not missing enough auto attacks. Ken able to try and walk away here. He'll get out alive as JG is trying to mind control the Meepos, trying to basically 1v4, it looks like, on the back lines here. But the Meepo is separated. He needs to dig on the last Meepo, and he hasn't. It was stuck. It got caught in the brambles, and I think he just got overwhelmed with the micro.
Yeah, and this time they were able to maintain their formation. Possibly, he's going to be the last one here. Ember decided to not chase Santo. I think they did a really good job, like mapping out how they should play the fight. 11 ran up the ramp there to the Queen Gate, gave them vision. He was tanky, he ran up. Neon didn't feel comfortable jumping on him. And Meepo kind of like maybe jumped the gun a little bit. I guess he needed to find the SD, but IHC responded accordingly. They came back, they protected their backlines, they didn't chase too far like the last time, and they were able to identify that Meepo was alone, and they just killed him off with all the heroes.
And for Neon Esports, that may have been the fight to seal the deal for them here. I mean, we'll take another look at the formation that you talk about here, Winter. But it's tough. I think
they came back. You see, the Meepo jumped in, and then they retreated. Everyone came back to protect the backlines, right?
What a terrorize too, right? And the Meepo just trying to, gets off the Mega Meepo here. And then that one Meepo comes out, gets stunned, gets caught in a bramble. He digs on the Mega Meepo stack.
And you see how the Ember and Gyro, they came back, they protected them, and made sure that the Meepo had no way to
back in real time. Bombi, no. Not like this. He becomes the second double-edged shard stack, as they do find at least the Willow, but she's got buyback, and the Demonic Purge means there's likely no way out of this one for Castaway. BKB TP away. No! He's gonna die. Ken trying to go 1v1 versus Fortune Soul, who at least is helping thanks to the illusion in this vacuum wall. CJ, though, he can't stand his ground and fight. There's too much physical damage. 11 might not even die here either. JG, he's bought back already. He's going to dig on the one. Meepo needs to try and do what he can on the rest as the Winter's Curse solo onto Ikigai. He's going to die. He's got buyback and leaves a remnant, so he's instantly back in this fight. Bombi, the self-heal on the Arctic Embrace, but in the cold embraces, it's just not enough. Winter, GG. GG is called. Neon Esports, they are our second team eliminated from the SCA Closed Qualifiers Road to the International. They are X'd out by IHC Esports.
Yeah, well played by IHC. Really, really patient. Not